After a little bit of a break, but we're back. Session 5. Maldonia, the Next Generation. I don't take credit for that name. It was chosen by the players, and that's my comment on that. Okay. What happened last time? What are you guys doing? Where are you? What's happening? Tell me. Please tell me.
Alright. So last time we took a job. We were going to look into a job about some missing caravan supplies and found out that we would be fighting giants and goblins. In the meantime, we also took a job for magical testing. It was apparently a student at Geffen. His door was singed. His room was bigger on the inside. And we had to sign contracts for a whole day of testing in exchange for 1,000 GP. He informed us there was a slight chance we might lose a limb. And we decided, well, 1,000 GP is 1,000 GP, so we signed up for it. Afterwards, we found this incredible joke shop run by, well, it wasn't, I don't think it's run by Dalek followers. It's unclear. I don't think you have to be a follower of Dalek, but it was like Dalek's joke shop or something like that.
Yeah.
And we mostly all bought items except for Killian. I don't think Killian was really interested in anything. And then we did the magical testing. Tay had some side effects, a hard time remembering and focusing. And we collected our gold and went shopping for some armor. And decided to go back for a second day. That day, almost everyone except for Alice had some issues. Kryn had some issues focusing that day, and then Tay had some sort of effect that made people look at her and feel disgusted, and that caused her to run off. The next day we went looking for her, or I think we went looking for her the same day, but she didn't want us to be around, so camped nearby. And while we were camping out there, she was visited by a rat-looking creature offering to give her good dreams, but she declined, and it disappeared. And then, meanwhile, the rest of the group was taking turns keeping watch. And on Kryn's watch, he fell asleep and had a nightmare that gave him, actual damage. And in the morning, Tay decided to go back to town and tells us to go with her. We got healed up, and then Tay got a mischievous idea. She returned to the joke shop and asked for a spell to detonate a Tanglefoot bag for a prank. And Kryn added that she wanted it to look like poop, and Kryn wanted there to be corn. It was very important that there be corn in there for realism.
Well, let's get this right first. Kryn just happened to buy a bunch of these Tanglefoot bags and asked me to carry one, and then I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna do something with this.
Right. And so they said that they would give her this special Tanglefoot bag for free if she invoked the name of Dalek when she did. So she agreed, and she pulled the prank and glued the guy to the wall in Tanglefoot poop. And then she returned to the joke shop and shared memory, and they offered her a job, and she accepted. And so we rested up for a few days. And then right before we ended session, Tay went to scout out the camp. She counted 10 goblins, 6 orcs, 2 goblin dogs. She tried to get closer, but the goblin dogs sniffed her out. And so that was kind of where we left off.
Very good. So yeah, we can say you guys can be in the middle of the day, brand new day, at the guild hall, having a grand old time, figuring out what to do as one of your party members seems unavailable for the day / however long the session goes for.
Alright.
Where are you guys? Oh yeah, you guys were talking to this guy. Move you guys back in.
Well, since we're on our own again, do we want to go check the board?
Sure.
Yeah, you guys can see there's nothing new on the board. It's only been a day in game time. But you can go look back at it again in case there's anything you guys want to do. I can just activate it for you guys. You guys can check it out again. Or I don't remember if you've seen all this already. I don't remember.
I think the Nulla thing is new.
Oh, maybe then.
Yeah, I think the Nala thing is actually new.
Okay. I thought you guys had already seen that.
So does it say who we need to see in order to find out more about the job?
It doesn't. You can ask around though, if you want.
Alright. I guess I would like see if like one of the workers there knows anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can stop one of the people that work at the guild hall, and they'll just kind of, they're walking by, and you kind of pull their attention and say, well, what's this all about? Like, what's going on? And he just shrugs, and he just says, they came down from the royalty in Geffen, that there's something going on over there, but not warranting the actual soldiers to go over there and check it out, because it's just a few people missing, so it's been pushed down to any adventurers who want to go check it out and report back with any news.
What do you guys think? This sounds like something that would be, you know.
I mean, Nala's pretty far travel.
How long will it take us to get there?
Yeah, you guys can discuss and pull open one of your maps, and I can bring everyone to the map. Activate. Loading Maldonia. Boom. Okay, so let's do some rulers. You want to go to Nala, so you're going to take the road up through Port Geffen. You're going to stop in Weegrove up to Nala. 35 miles. And if you guys all want to, who has the slowest movement speed if you're walking?
I have 30-foot movement speed.
Jill have 30 feet?
Yeah, I believe so.
So you can walk 24 miles a day. So it'd take you like a day and a half to get there one way.
So not that far.
Not terrible.
Yeah, I guess we have no idea what it is, right? And that's a long travel to not really know what we're up against and whether or not it's something that, like, we can handle. Like, what if it's ogres taking these people?
I guess that is a point. I guess if we decide that it's, too much for us, we can always just, tell them we can't do the job and come back to Geffen.
True.
How long would it take us on horses if we were to get horses?
Ooh, horses. I believe they have a set speed for them here. I looked this up last time and I forgot. Okay, if you get a riding horse, if you get a light horse, they can go 40 miles per day. So you can get there in one day. Completely. It'd be like just before evening you go out there if you all rent some horses or buy horses.
What do you think?
As long as you guys are under 175 pounds and your gear, you can use a light horse. If you want to do the same speed but you have more weight than that, you need to get a heavy horse, which will just be more expensive. And then a heavy horse goes the same speed as long as you're under 229 pounds.
So with gear and everything, I would weigh 170.
You're good. You can get a light horse and move quick.
What was the limit on the horse?
You can, no matter what your weight is, you can still use a horse. It's just the speed changes. So if you're under 175, you can use a light horse and go fast, 40 miles. Or if you're under 229, you can use a heavy horse and go the same speed. If you're above any of those, you'll need the corresponding horse, but you'll move at 28 miles per day.
Is that including what you're carrying?
Yeah, that'd be your, unless you have something that carries your gear for you.
So I'd have to get the heavy horse.
Yeah, they're not, if you're renting them, there's not much of a big price change, but if you want to buy them, I think it might be a little different. I can look. Well, I'll look it up depending on what you guys want to do if you go that way. But I won't look it up now unless you're not decided.
Well, what did we remember about that, like, weird... The bird creature, that was what we fought, right? And we just think there are more there, and that's still on there.
Yes. That was reported by you guys, I think, right? So yeah, the knowledge, the pictures there, but there would be some also some writing about like basically whatever you guys reported, which I believe you guys found out that there's probably a few more or whatever, right?
Do you want to look into that instead, Tay?
Well, I don't know if it's much more doable than the ogre thing, just the three of us. They're kind of strong.
Yeah.
So,
That was why I was thinking,
Sorry.
you know, at the very least we could look into the disappearances in Nala.
Yeah, so just for the record, you guys could hire on some random people to come with you if you wanted help. There's some prices for that. If you want like a hireling, it would be like a level 1 fighter or something like that.
Level 1? Jesus, they would die instantly.
Well, I mean... or you can literally hang around for a few days. Things may come up. You don't have to choose what's in front of you now. You can relax a few days, do some downtime stuff, and then things happen as time goes on. But it's up to you guys. There's also nothing stopping you from just picking up and going traveling around. And I mean, you're adventurers. You can do whatever you want. You can walk around and see what's going on in Port Cafenia. You could travel in the woods, see if there's any problems going on. It's up to you.
We could meet some more fae creatures. They seem to like Tay.
True. You could go... The woods is where you'd meet them.
They seem to like you as well. With how gullible you are.
So where to? What are you guys thinking you want to do?
Well, I'm all for exploring. We could always go to Port Cafenia and see if there's anything there. I'm assuming that things could be... Requests would be different in different areas.
Mm-hmm. True. You guys want to check out the port town?
Alice kind of looks around. There's nothing to see in Port Gaffinia.
You can go visit a neighboring city. There's Payon.
No, definitely not.
If you guys want to go on an adventure, there's this weird city to the east over here. I don't know what's up with that city. Maybe we can go check it out.
Vindicta? What kind of name is that for a city?
I don't know. You guys want to go visit some dwarfs in the mountains? Or how about Prontera? There's some stuff cool must be going on over there. Well, what about Abscondriel? The Elven City. What about Morok in the desert? So many places you could go! What do you guys want to do?
Where are these waterfalls coming down from the ocean over here?
Yeah, what the heck is up with that? That's weird. That's not normal. If you actually literally want to know, I would need to knowledge geography, but...
What do you think, Tay?
What do I know about waterfalls?
Yeah, you don't know too much about them, because this is, like, way far from wherever you probably would have been. But, yeah, you know that this is a magical location. It's rumored, like, you know some rumors about this. It's rumored that a wizard set up these magical waterfalls, because, like, clearly the waterfalls are, like, it's intentionally there. I don't know if you can tell, but it's, like, it starts at the top of the mountain cliff there. And it kind of just, like, doesn't connect to any other water source. It's just kind of flowing into the water here. It's not, like, coming from any water source. So, yeah, it's just rumored to be a magical set of waterfalls created by some wizard some time ago. Who knows?
As the bards say, don't go chasing them.
Well, I would be in favor of, like, hanging out around here for a couple days, see if things change, or if you guys want to, like, go check stuff out at Port Gaffinia. But, I mean, I don't assume that they're going to have as much as here would have, because literally the Adventurers Guild is here. So, but I don't know. Not sold on going all the way up to Nala to look into the disappearances of a couple of random people.
I guess we could go to Port Gaffinia.
I mean, or we could stay around here for a couple days, see if something changes, and if it doesn't, then head up there.
I'm okay with either option.
You could, go see if What's-His-Butt is still doing his magical tests and, you know, creep on what happened over there.
Go like, oh no, what happened?
Yeah, you know, go creep on it for me.
Well, Port Gaffinia is a day's journey, John.
Just under a day. You'd get there. Let's double check, because you can walk. Well, if you take a horse, you'll get there way faster too. But if you walk, it's about, yeah, it's like you get there like really late afternoon if you left first thing in the morning. Like maybe early evening is a more better way to say it. You'd get there like 5-6 o'clock. But you'd still have like a good chunk of the night to do stuff if you wanted to.
I guess let's go see what's happening in Port Gaffinia. But if anyone asks if you know me, you do not.
Then why am I with you if I don't know you?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
You know nothing about a catfolk named Alice.
And what's your name?
Not Alice.
Why are you
Okay.
asking? Why are you acting so suspicious all of a sudden?
My mom lives there and I don't want to run into her.
Let's go have dinner! Dinner party, dinner party.
Killian won't pry anymore.
Oh, y'all got quiet fast. Okay, guess we're not into family around here. That's fine, I fit right in.
Whatever it is, I'm sure she has her reasons. We all do.
Boring. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with the Port Gaffinia option, John.
All right. Are you guys leaving this morning, or do you want to prepare anything for the journey, or are you just renting horses, or are you just walking over? What are you guys doing? What is the plan?
Do you guys want to rent horses?
I mean,
What's the rental fee?
Let's look it up. Let's see, for horses. You want to rent them, eh? And you said both of you can use light horses and one just a heavy?
yeah.
Gotcha.
He's a growing boy.
For the light horses, they'll charge you 1 gold a day. And for the heavy horse, it'll cost you 3 gold a day.
I think that's doable. What do you guys think?
Sure.
What's it cost to buy?
If you want to buy, let's look that up. If you want to buy them, animals, how much is a horse? I think they're kind of expensive. A heavy horse is 200 gold, and that's without being combat trained. And I think the only difference is if it's combat trained, it has a better chance. Like if you get attacked while you're riding your horse, it doesn't like immediately like freak out. You have a better chance for it to like get it under control. And a light horse will cost 75 gold, not combat trained.
What's combat trained cost?
A light horse combat trained will be 110 gold. Heavy horse combat trained is 300 gold.
What would it cost for stabling?
Stabling.
Or would that be part of our guild costs?
I'd throw it into your monthly costs. So I'll just, at the end of the month, I'll just say, okay, you guys owe me a certain amount, and that's for like all your inns, your food, and add it for your horses, you know.
Killian's just gonna buy the fucking horse.
Nice, buying a combat heavy horse?
Yeah, I'll deduct 300 off my sheet.
There you go, you now have a combat heavy horse.
I guess I'll buy my light horse. I want it combat trained, so I'll give you, 11 platinum?
Yeah, let me see if I can give you guys, I guess, Whitney, are you buying a horse too?
I guess.
I can give you guys...
I don't foresee us actually taking them into combat if we can help it, but I'd rather have it not freak out.
True.
They can't all be damn Pegasus.
Let me see if I can give you guys like little character sheets for your horses in case they get attacked or whatever. You guys can track their HP easily.
Horses.
And they also, yeah, I do have a character sheet here for them. I don't know if this is the correct horse. Typical riding horse. Okay, I have a light horse. And then I can just modify it for Killian. So let me just get this regular horse in. Regular horse. Import. Let me find a nice little token for your horses. And then I'll give you guys each your horse. Do I have a good horse token? That is the question. Search. I do. It's more like a mule, but that'll do. Do you guys want a mule with some packs on it or without packs?
I guess with packs.
Excellent. Select file. Go. Alright, so this is going to be a light horse. And I'll put combat. So remember, it's combat trained. Did you guys deduct your gold for these?
I did.
Excellent. So I'll give one of these. You guys can rename them to, if you name your horse, I guess. But until then, I'll just assign each of you a light horse, and then I'll get a heavy horse. Horse. This one, configure permissions. This one is Jess's. You are now the brand new owner of a light horse. And this one is Whitney's. You're now the brand new owner of a light horse. Combat trained.
Check out that new horse smell.
And now we get to the heavy horse. There's something you guys can do though on your character sheets for me real quick. Under the senses, add in low light and scent if you can.
To the horse.
To the horses, yeah. Because I have to import it without those stats, unfortunately. And now I'm just modifying a heavy horse. Combat trained.
Yeah, I can add it.
Excellent. Let's look at the heavy horse. What does the heavy horse get over the regular horse? I'm assuming it has more strength. Horse heavy. What do you get for being a heavy horse? It gets more AC. From its dex. Let me change its stats. You get... Wow. Very dexterous. 18 dex. 20 strength. Oh my god, this is a PC over here. 21 con. Oh my god. Into wisdom 17. What the fuck? This is the strongest character alive. 11 charisma.
We just needed the horse to take out these goblins.
Yeah. It's got the speed of 50. Good. I think everything else is the same. Let's see if it... yeah, it's large. Initiative +4. Oh, it has +2 natural AC, so I need to add that. How best to add it? I guess I'll just add in an item that gives it +2 natural AC. Or no, actually I can go here and do changes +2 to defense, natural armor AC. Boom. Now he's got the 15 AC. Touch 13, flat foot 11, it's alright. Saves are alright. Oh, and it gets an extra attack compared to the light horse, if you want to make this thing attack. Add an attack. It gets a bite. Which is a +5, 1d4 +5. Natural attack.
I'm going to trick it out with horseshoes that make it look like its hooves are spinning.
Did this attack get set up right? Bite. Where do I put the dice? Damage formula. It's just a 1d, what is it? 1d4. And I guess bite is piercing and bludgeoning, I believe. Piercing. And I'll just put P and B. I think that's set up correctly. You get a 1d4 plus 5. Yeah, attack is plus 5. Excellent. That is set up. And now I will give the horse to you. Configure permissions. Jose is now the owner of a brand spanking new heavy horse. You should see it with your character sheet in the same area. There you go. Brand new spanking horses. You guys got them outfitted. You can rename them, obviously, as I see someone has already done. Nice. And you guys can ride your horses, which will get you 40 miles in a day. And you guys are going to Port Kefenia, so that only will take you until early lunchtime if you leave in the morning. Horses are quite quick. You guys ready to go now?
Yeah.
Horses outfitted, ready to go? Let's go then. Someone give me a D100 as you travel the road. Very quickly though. So it's very unlikely you'll run into much at your speeds.
Oh, crap, sorry. I have my other name on there.
What the hell? What are you doing here? Yeah, if you remember, you remember how to do it?
I do.
Nice.
The queen will decide what we face.
Yeah, you guys are riding on the road, and let's see what you see on your way north. At your high speed. What did you get, a 76?
Yeah.
You just see a traveling merchant far off on the road up ahead, so you have time to like pull your horses over if you want to stop. He looks like he's already set up. There's like a line of like 3 or 4 people. As you get a little bit closer, you can see that it's just selling wines. There's like bottles of wine, different types of wine and stuff. You can keep riding, or you can pull your horses over and tie them up and check in on this vendor if you want to buy some wine, or you can ignore it. It's up to you.
I don't personally have the need for wine. Or do you all?
I'm going day drinking. We stopping.
Sure.
Very well.
I've heard-
guys.
I've
Let's see
heard
what they
cautionary tales of alcoholic catfolk.
I know a few that could use a drink.
Are you? You mean my brother?
Your brother only if I'm allowed to use a funnel on him.
All right, so yeah, you guys pull over, and the merchant minding the stall is an elf. Looks to be like a female elf. She has this nice long silver hair. There's like 3 or 4 commoner people sampling and trying some wines and buying some bottles. And you guys can wait in line or cut in line and just demand her attention, but she's like in the middle of talking with someone as you kind of tie up your horses to the side and walk on up.
I would just get in line.
Know your place.
Damn.
Killen's gonna stay back, but can I get a hotness check?
Damn.
Yes,
Roll
you may.
low, roll low, roll. She has buck teeth.
Oh,
Damn.
she's not the worst thing ever, but she's definitely not a very attractive person.
What's this
Oh,
roll
God.
out of?
Max 18. 8 out of 18.
Oh,
So it's less than
yeah.
average.
I'll just hang back with the horses.
What would the knowledge be to know anything about wine?
If you want to know the value of it, knowledge appraise, or not knowledge appraise check, knowledge. It depends what you want to know, I guess. Like, know good wine, I guess is what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
I guess I'm trying to see if she actually has good stuff or if it's like gross stuff.
Yeah, I guess you could do knowledge nobility to know, like, fancy wine that nobles would drink, expensive wine. But, I mean, she has prices listed for her wine, so you could directly see that. But I guess the knowledge check would be to see if it actually is, like, expensive wine or if she's ripping you off, I guess.
We try.
Yeah, you can see she has some very fine wine. She has literally just like common fine wine, which is 10 gold a bottle. This is like wine you'd find in any human city for sure. But then she has some special, more expensive wine that you've never really seen. She's got one that's called Sea Lord wine. That one she's listing at 15 gold a bottle. And she also has some other alcohols as well. But she's got Elven wine, of course, that's listed at the same 10 gold, similar to the other one. And then she has some wine skins, so like little samples, I guess, that travelers could take. That she labels as kumis, and it's selling for 5 silver. Also, Polik, 4 silver. Those are in wine skins. She also has whiskey bottles for 20 gold. And you would, like, with that check, you can know this is, like, good stuff. She also has 1 bottle of absinthe. 30 gold.
Damn, alright, I'm gonna stay in line. I'm buying the absinthe.
I'm standing in line with Tay.
Yeah. About 5 minutes pass, that person's done, and she'll welcome you. Do you speak Elvish?
Pretty sure I do. I'm checking, but I'm pretty sure I do. I do.
I
yes.
do not.
Okay, so she says hello in Elvish and then quickly switches to Common as well, that's just what she does. I don't know how you
I'll
respond.
greet her back in Elven.
She'll like raise her eyebrows surprised and continue the conversation in Elven then. Or she'll wait to hear what Alice responds in. If you respond in Common, she'll stay in Common.
Yeah, I'll respond in common and I'll just sort of smile and say, but please, if you two want to discuss anything, that's fine.
No, I just if you both spoke Elvish, I'd prefer to speak it, but I don't want to leave someone out of the conversation, as it seems like you guys are together. What can I help you with? And she kind of just like motions to her table. I have many of wines and foods as well, but I mostly deal in wines.
I see you have a very nice selection.
Mm-hmm. If you, she kind of looks about you, you look like you are traveling. If you need food for the travel, I have special elven trail rations.
We won't be that long, but I appreciate the offer.
You may want, they stay longer and they weigh much less than normal, if you want them.
I would just like that bottle of absinthe, please.
She kind of pulls it off the table. It's a green alcoholic drink, and she says, it's made from wormwood, and it is rumored to enhance creativity. So it's a favored beverage among artists and eccentrics, if that's your thing.
Nope, not really, but it looks good, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, well this is my finest bottle. I have cheaper ones if you want, but this one here is 30 gold.
No, that's fine. I'll hand her 3 platinum.
Yeah, she hands you this nice. It has some nice elvish runes inscribed on the actual bottle, and she hands it to you. You have a nice bottle of absinthe.
Nice.
And how about for you?
Just a bottle of the fine wine that you have there.
Excellent. Elvish or common?
The Elvish, I believe.
Hmm. I'm just seeing if I have a better. Yeah, she kind of. It's a very nicely embroidered bottle as well, similar to the absinthe, but it's not as nice. But it's like it has the same kind of rune work on it, and she says, "Yes, this one is 10 gold for this one if you want it."
All right, I'll hand her a platinum.
Excellent. Takes your money, hands you the bottle. She lets you know it's made from fermented fruit juice, usually grapes, but she lets you know that this has some special special elvish berries and some also a hint of some elvish apples that are not found anywhere in the common realm. She lets you know.
Well, I look forward to trying it.
Mm-hmm. She kind of looks over to your horses and she says, "What about your friend? He's not a... doesn't partake in the drinks?"
He's not a very, fun person.
Yes.
I don't know a more diplomatic way to say it. He's just not very fun.
Well, may I recommend this Old Law whiskey? She kind of pulls out another bottle underneath. She says, "This whiskey is made from a recipe that's nearly 200 years old, and I believe many old soldiers favor this type of drink. Maybe it's something he'd like."
How much is it?
20 gold.
Alright, fine. I owe him one for making him wet himself.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, don't ask.
Oh, okay. She kind of polishes the bottle. It has a little dust on it. She hands it to you. It's clearly of human make. There's no elvish runes on it or anything like that, but it's clearly just like a single malt whiskey.
Alright.
Who knows? After he drinks this, he might be more fun. I'll kind of nudge Tay a little.
True, maybe. I feel like it'll be whether or not we can actually get him to drink it.
Before you leave, because you've been such a good patron, I can offer you a discount on this Sea Lord wine. It is wine prepared by the clerics of Caucasus. I'm told it is a nice... I have it red in it or white, and it has a sweet tart flavor. It's enjoyed by many nobles in near these parts, since a lot of people here live near the water. A lot of people like to partake in this beverage. It usually goes for 15 gold, but I can sell it to you for 5 since you've bought so much.
I'll take a white.
Okay. Yeah, she pulls out a bottle of this white wine. It has like the symbol of Caucasus, which is just like these nice waves that are carved into the glass. Not carved, but like symboled on the glass. She hands you a bottle of this white Sea Lord wine. Anything for you?
I'll thank her.
Tay, do you want one as well? Sea Lord wine for discounted price?
Sure.
Okay, extra 5 gold, and she'll give you a red. So you have a red and a white. And yeah, she kind of wraps them up. She can wrap up all your bottles if you want, or if you're planning on drinking it now, she won't. But if you're going to save it for later, she can kind of wrap it up in a nice leather bag for you. And put some this like purple and white paper to stuff in between so it doesn't like move around and scratch and break or anything like that.
Yeah, Alice will definitely request hers be wrapped up. She's kind of got it in her head that if she does happen to run into her mom and they do happen to have dinner, that maybe she'll open a nice bottle of wine.
Very nice. Yeah, wines and bottles are all wrapped up and given to you, and you guys can be on your way, or
Yeah, well, when we head back over to the horses, I'll hand the whiskey to Killian and be like, "Here, I owed you something nice after, well, playing a little prank on you. Hopefully this makes up for it. I hope you enjoy it." She said it's enjoyed by warriors or something. Seemed U-esque, kind of boring and dull. No offense taken. Meant.
Killian will smile. Just he can't help the fact that shit, you're boring. Whatever. Thank you, Tay. I'll look over to the elf and just kind of nod as a thanks.
Yeah.
So to see you guys almost bought her out.
I mean, she kept making us deals. She kept being like, "This is normally 10 gold. You can have it for 5." Like,
Besides, if I do see my mother, I'm going to need all the alcohol I can get.
I see. I'll put the whiskey in the pack.
all right, back on the road.
I'll say as we're mounting up, like, she's not that bad. She's just very overprotective. That's all.
Who, the elf?
My mother.
Why would the elf be overprotective?
She didn't say who she was talking about.
Well, you see, we were having a conversation. I brought up my mother, and then the next thing I said was she. It was implied.
Gotcha.
No wonder he uses a sword.
I'll just side-eye Tay.
Alright, you guys hop on the horses and you guys can chat as you ride if you want. Because you're close to the town. You don't have to go full speed. But yeah, you guys are riding along. Is there anything you guys want to chat about before I bring you into the city?
I don't have anything especially that I want to talk about.
Excellent. You guys are riding on up, and you see Port Gafenia is this thriving little port town. You can see that the woods to the east, a lot of the wood has been, some of the trees are being like cut down. You can just tell like a lot of it's been cleared. You guys would have the knowledge that a lot of the city's been rebuilt in the past 20 years. So it just seems like there's just some more forestry going on to repair some of the wooden structures. A lot of the forest areas has been cleared out. It's just a clear thing you can tell, as it seems like the city is like a little more expanded, a little more thriving, as you guys have had an era of somewhat peace. Last 20 years has been all peaceful, and they've had time to rebuild and have better buildings and better things going on. There's no guard or anything at the front of the city or anything like that. You guys can just kind of ride on in. It's a very like traveler town. There's a lot of sailors that live here, and there's also just little communities that are here. A lot of people are like in and out in parts of the city, or it's not a city, it's like a more townish kind of thing. Alice would know that there is a kind of like, how major cities have like little insert country here, like Little Italy, Little Portugal. There's like a little Tian Sha area, as there was a lot of Tian Sha immigration in here. So there's like a section of the city that's like mostly Tian Sha people, so you can go there if you want, but other than that, the Tian Sha mostly keep to themselves in that part. But there is no, actually, that is probably the only like enclave of people that have mass immigrated here in the last 20 years. So there's not, everywhere else is kind of a mix of random people, orcs, elves, goblin, like all sorts of creatures and people here, all mixing and mingling. But there is like a little section, like 5 or 6 kind of houses and a tavern that are specifically like Tian Sha folk. And yeah, it's a thriving, bustling little port town. What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
believe we came here to check and see if there was any work we could do here.
Mm-hmm. So where do you want to go check that out? You can go to the local tavern, ask around if there's any problems. You could go just stopping random civilians and asking them. You could do, I don't know, any other ideas? How you?
Hey, you!
What do you
I'm
want
just
to do?
kidding. No. I'm just imagine stopping a random civilian. Yo, bro, what's good to do here? You need help with something?
Yeah, do they have like a request board somewhere, or is there like an actual hall here we can check out?
No, well, there is well, Alice is from here, so she could guide you guys around. She would know that there is at the back of the town, near the docks, there's like the headquarters office, kind of. It's more where they assign, they set up where the ships go, who's going on them. And they kind of have like, if you wanted to buy like a ship, you would go there to pay for passage on one of the many ships. They kind of broker deals for all the captains that dock their ships in, and they just take requests from there. So if anyone would know if there's any thing that needs done, probably they would know, most likely. But it depends where you want your source of information. If you want it from like the common people, if you want to talk to them, you'd likely want to go to a tavern or just stop people on the street. But if you want like the government, the officials, if they have anything official that wants done, you'd want to go there.
Well, I guess that's where we would head, unless somebody else wants to stop somewhere.
Sure. Yeah, you can head to the back of the city, and just roll me a D100. See if you guys encounter anything interesting on your way, making your way through the port town. Yeah, nothing too interesting. You guys see an assortment of people, a bunch of sailors. You can see a group of them heading towards a tavern near the docks. They see jovial. One person in the middle is just kind of like being teased, or is like he's like kind of like the center of attention. Like a bunch of them are kind of like have their arms around him. They're like dragging him into the tavern.
What you guys bet? Bachelor party?
You should
Seems a
approach
bit
them.
young, doesn't he?
You should approach them and ask.
Like, who wants to drink absinthe with me? Well, you guys gonna go find out if we're doing anything?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna follow over to this tavern.
All right. Yeah, you can follow in behind them. It's kind of common knowledge that the taverns near the docks are not the best, because sailors typically, they don't call this homes. They don't treat it very well. So usually the taverns aren't the best kept, and they're usually like rowdy as well. Just so you know, as you're stepping in here, this is some common knowledge.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't really care.
Yeah, you kind of step in. It's loud, and there's a bunch going on. There's there's a minstrel playing in the center. There's no real stage, but he's like kind of like playing, and he kind of has like his hat on the floor, and people are tossing coppers in it and sloshing drinks around. It's just very loud and lively. If you're looking around the crowd, you'll see the group of sailors that just came in. They commandeer a table. They kind of push a few people off, and they are being pretty rowdy already, and they're immediately ordering like shots and stuff. And it's being brought to the table by one of the sailors. And yeah, you can look around. There's a bunch of different people, different tables. I don't know what you want to do, who you want to talk to, where you want to go.
I'm probably just gonna like go sit at the bar and order a drink and just watch for a little bit.
Yeah. Behind the counter is this like stocky, middle-aged woman, human, and she kind of she's like cleaning glasses. You sit down. There's like 3 or 4 other people at the bar already. I guess it's kind of early still, so it is. Yeah, it's not like jammed, but there is it's still pretty lively because sailors get in at all hours and stuff like that. But yeah, she kind of spits on the ground as she comes over and she says, "What do you have?"
I'll just give her like a gold and just be like, I don't know, give me something and keep it coming for a little bit.
You got it, fancy pants. She'll like scoop the gold up and she'll pour you one of these random drinks from the cask behind her, and she'll kind of slide it to you.
Yeah, I'll start drinking.
Yeah, you drink and you can look around. As I said, there's a bunch of different tables. I don't know, like, what would catch your eye. What are you looking for? Anything? Just anything interesting?
I don't even know, really. I think she's just kind of just checking stuff out for the time being. Maybe seeing, like, if these guys keep seeming like douchebags or, like, what's happening here.
Sure. And while you take a moment to get your surroundings in, let's go to the other two of you. You guys can walk into this headquarters area. You can see that there's not many people here. It's a late afternoon. There's like 2 people ahead of you waiting to talk to the shipmaster or shipwright or I don't know what you call them. Dockmaster, I guess. As they seem to be like sailors of some sort. They're kind of handing itineraries over, some sort of paperwork and stuff like that over to this person. So they're quick about it. They kind of hand it in and then they kind of walk out, and then you guys are kind of up to talk to them, and there's just someone at the table. He seems to be like an very old kind of short fellow, maybe gnomish, maybe, and he kind of has these like glasses that are like pointed down to his nose, and he has like all these papers that he's kind of fiddling with, and he kind of looks up and he says, "Oh, how can I help you?"
Oh, hello there. We're adventurers. We're just passing through. We were wondering if there was any jobs that needed doing.
Adventurers. We get a lot of you coming through here. Yes, very nice. You'll kind of look down and he says, it's been quite peaceful around here lately, but there is some musings of some problems that maybe you can help with. He kind of looks at you, kind of fixes his glasses, and he says, oh, you do have holy symbols about you, right, Alice? If I remember correctly?
Yes, I do.
Perhaps you can help us. We've been experiencing maybe just a coincidence, but in this world, I don't believe in such things. Magics and things being thrown around. It's probably something like that. We've had a few people come complaining about strange nightmares the past few days. All the same kind of... The reason it's a little curious is because it's the same nightmare. It's kind of like... People reported that they see some hulking creature in their dreams, and it approaches them and scares them and chases them, and they always wake up before they can get a look at it, or if it grabs them, they wake up. But the reason this is of a concern is because someone unfortunately passed away in their sleep. They had like a horrid expression on their face, almost like they had a nightmare. So, anyways, that's what's going on in the port right now.
That does sound serious.
Mm-hmm. And the other concerning thing, it's only been reported by, kind of looks down at this piece of paper, 5 or 6 people, all in the near the front of the city. They work on the lumbering. They helped bring in some of the wood from the forest to help rebuild a lot of this place after it was damaged 20 years ago. A lot of them have been reporting these nightmares, and one of the person that died was from their crew as well. So yes, if you could look into it, there'll be a nice bounty reward for you. He kind of looks down the page. Ah, yes, 1,000 gold if you can solve it.
Well, we will get right on it. I will go talk to the people that have had the dreams and see what we can find out.
Excellent, thank you.
Certainly.
Yeah, he kind of slides his... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to turn to Killian and say, do we want to go find Tay?
Yeah, I suppose we should, now that we have something to do.
Yeah, his kind of glasses like slide back down, and he kind of just fumbles sorting these pages again at the desk. And as you guys can walk out, he'll just kind of wave you off as you exit the building. Back in the tavern, you're kind of watching this alleged bachelor party unfold. You see they ordered some shots of alcohol. One of the sailors brings it back. There's no there's no like waitress happening. He kind of orders you see him come up. He orders like a bunch of, there's like 5 or 6 of them. He gets like 8 shots, and he kind of just has like this tray, and he brings it back. And they kind of make that one guy you saw, he drinks like 3 of them at once, and the rest of them kind of have their own. And they just kind of are just like, the table's a little bit far away. You can give me a perception check to make out some of the things they're saying. But they seem very jovial and lighthearted. Yeah, you can kind of make out, they say like, oh, you're gonna retire before you know it. She's gonna steal you away from us, and blah blah. So like your hunch about the bachelor party maybe is making more sense, or he just got a girlfriend, or who knows, something like that. And they're just like kind of like commiserating not being able to spend as much time with him, is what you gather. But yeah, I don't know what you want to do. If you want to approach them at this point, or you want to do your own thing, or pay attention to a different table, see what you overhear.
Yeah, I guess I'll just pay attention to different tables. I'm like, that's boring.
Alright, so yeah, you gaze your attention around. There is a table of 2 orcs who slam this is what draws your attention. They kind of slam their beers down, and you don't really hear what they say, but they seem to be like arguing, and then all of a sudden they kind of like put their arms on the table, and they're like doing like an arm wrestle, and they're just like very buff orcs, basically. They're just like growling and...
I would have come sit next to them and be like, yeah, get him! And just start cheering him on.
Yeah, you do this, and as you do this, it kind of draws more people around, and there's like 5 or 6 other people who have their drinks around, and they're just like taking bets on who's going to win, and they both are like struggling back and forth. You want to take a bet on which one you want to win?
Sure, I'll put 2 gold down on the... I'm going to go with the underdog, the one that looks less buff.
Sure. You want lows or highs?
Highs, always highs.
Ah. The favored, the more muscular one, kind of slams his hand down and goes, "Rah! Do you speak Orcish?"
I'm checking. I do.
Ooh, so you understand it. So yeah, he just slams his arm down and he says, "Ha ha! The Barthun clan never falls to the Farlorns!" And he kind of just like laughs it off. The other one just like gets pissed, kind of like slams the table, kind of like dents with his fist. And a bunch of people are just throwing coins to one another. They were all betting, and you lost your 2 gold.
That's fine. I'll in Orcish be like, best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, they kind of turn around to you. The one who lost is like, huh? Who are you?
I'm just your number 1 fan. I don't know.
Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got lucky. I'll try to beat him. And yeah, they'll go again. People are excited about this. Bets go around. How much are you betting?
I guess I'll throw another 2 gold down.
All right. And you're betting on the same guy or the guy who won last time?
Same guy.
All right, so the odds are 2 to 1.
Underdog.
So if you win, you'll win double your money. If you lose, you lose your money. What do you want, high or low? Always high?
Always high.
Oh, and then he wins. And he kind of like shouts out, "Ah!" And yeah, a lot of people are like upset, kind of throw coins back and forth, and you get 4 gold thrown your way.
Hell yeah. Paid my money back.
And he kind of turns to you and he's like, "Thank you. Your belief in me made me stronger. What you doing later?"
That, I don't know. Hopefully my friends are finding something for me to do.
He looks around. "I see no friends. You can be my friend."
I could be your friend.
He runs to the bar, orders a drink, and he kind of brings it over. "I get you a drink. You sit."
Okay. I'll sit and drink with him.
Yeah, the other orc kind of looks a little frustrated, but he kind of wanders off a bit as he sits with you. It's a 2-person table. The crowd kind of disperses after the arm wrestling, and he says, I just in from ship. Me sailor, what you do?"
It's hard to explain.
Oh wait, you speak Orcish, right? And he realized that. Okay, so that was common is a little broken for him, but he speaks more like casual in Orcish. Yeah. And if you said something in Orcish, so he'll speak Orcish to you. Yeah. He says, "How you speak Orcish?" Impressive.
No, lots of languages.
Yeah, not many around here can speak my tongue. They speak that common, gross tongue.
True, common is pretty gross.
You have visible horns, right? You're a tiefling.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, you look like you're not around here either. Where are you from?"
Southern Argarthia-ish, far away. A boring place.
You know Alberta?
I know of it.
Our ship just come from there. Many trade deals happening. Exciting stuff. You want to come with me? a life of adventure on the sea.
True, but I have a life of adventure here too.
Boring.
I mean,
He kind of chugs his beer a bit, drinks like half it in one gulp, sets it down. What you doing the rest of the day? You want party? We ship out first thing in morning, so I have day off.
well, I might have to do a little adventuring, as you call it, for a bit, but rain check for maybe later tonight?
Okay. I'd be here all day and night.
Cool.
And yeah, he'll kind of muse around with you. He'll kind of bring up the fact that he doesn't get treated very fairly a lot of the times, and he asks you if you had something similar being a tiefling or whatever. And yeah, you guys can just chat about that kind of thing, unless you want to like ask him anything specific.
No. Well, I'll chat with him about that and how, like, generally, yeah, mostly, like, people seem to... I just sort of expect people to treat me, poorly because of it.
Yeah, he mentions he's had a rough time. He said mostly throughout the country of Maldonia he's had a fair treatment, but he just specifically mentions he just had, like, a week ago, he was docked in Payon, and they were very mistreating to him, and he just asked you if you've ever been there and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But it's around like this in the middle of this conversation that I think Killian and Alice are looking for you. They saw you go. They knew where you were going, so they kind of pop in the tavern. You guys can easily find her at a table, and you can do whatever you want. You can walk up to her. You see her. She's just in a conversation with some orc, and you can like hear they're speaking Orcish. I don't know if any of you speak Orc.
I don't.
I can't remember.
That's right. You're half orc, so yeah, you can understand. Yeah, you can just walk up, and he was just in the middle of talking about mistreatment in Payon, and Tay's just kind of nodding and like, sharing her experience of being mistreated and stuff like that. And you guys can, walk on up if you want.
Oh, look, it's my friends! What we doing, friends? We can party here if you didn't find anything else interesting for us.
Who's your friend?
I'm assuming I would have asked his name, so I would introduce him.
Yeah, let me give him a name.
Does he sell
Random
meat?
orc name.
His name is Sarglug.
Yeah, guys, Sarglug, Alice, Killian.
Hello?
How do orcs normally greet each other?
You just probably just in Orcish, you just speak and say hello and stuff. You wouldn't. There's no like, unless you're like from the same tribe or something, then you do something.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll just say hello.
In Orcish?
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, he kind of. I mean, you're half orc, so you look a little bit Orcish, I guess, but he'll just still be surprised. He'd say, you keep good company. They know the mother tongue of Orcish.
Alice just sort of smiles and doesn't say anything. Just like...
Alice is just like, uh-huh.
Yeah, he just assumes she speaks it, and yeah, he welcomes you to the table. He'll pull up chairs. It's only like a two-person table, but you guys aren't as big as an orc, or someone's half orc, I guess. But you guys can kind of squeeze if you want to sit down for a bit and have a drink.
I'll just say, thanks for the offer, friend, but we've got a job to do.
Oh.
Aw, no party.
Yeah, he looks a little sad.
Depends on how quickly we can get this done, Tay.
All right, let's go do it fast. We're gonna come back and party here, okay? We're gonna party with Zorglug.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he looks happy, but not too, like... It looks like he's not like, getting his hopes up. He probably figures you're not going to come back, but maybe you will. But yeah, he goes join his other orcish friend, and they continue drinking, and you guys can leave.
We will explain to Tay what we found out, and Alice will say, it kind of sounds like whatever that creature was that hurt Kryn.
I mean, I spoke with that creature. I mean,
But he didn't speak with us. It was just he hurt Kryn while Kryn was asleep.
I mean, it could be, but
The fact is, we don't know enough yet, so maybe we should find some of these people.
yeah, let's go back to him.
Yeah, just some like background knowledge, because Alice, you're from here, and you also specifically wrote about how you were made friends with some fey creatures in this area. You would know that like affecting dreams and stuff, that's very like a fey thing. So like when you're just like thinking about this, you probably think that whoever's behind it is probably of the fey nature, probably. Just so
Yeah.
you know.
That was actually kind of my first thought anyway, but yeah, I probably would at least share a little bit of that with the others. But I would ultimately agree with Killian. We need to talk more to the people that were affected and find out what we can.
Okay, yeah. You guys can go to the outer area of the town where a lot of these laborers live, and you got the directions to where the specific crew reported this, and yeah, you can go to their houses, or I don't know what you guys want to do.
Yeah, I would say go to their houses. The other thing too that Alice would bring up is that these people are removing trees from the forest. Maybe this is like a payback from the Fae for, removing trees.
Maybe. It's a good theory. But yeah, as you come to the house, you knock on one of the houses, no answer, and you kind of realize it's middle of the day, they're probably working, so you'd have to go to the woods.
That makes sense. Yeah. So I guess we'll go to the woods.
Yeah, you guys step out of town, and you guys, just like a 10-minute walk down, you'll get to the wood part area, and you'll notice a bunch of these laborers chopping down trees, taking up the bark, just like making the wood workable for construction. You can do it.
Is there like a command site or?
Yeah, there's like a foreman. Yeah, there's like a foreman who's like kind of like running the site. Clearly, he's not doing a lot of the laboring. He's kind of just like walking around, like giving people orders or whatever. And then he kind of like goes back and like there's like a little shack that he kind of goes into. That it's kind of like there's no door on it. It's just kind of like an open like little hastily made area that has like a table in it that you can see and some chairs. And he kind of like is sitting down. He has a bunch of papers in there too, and there's like a small flame in there, probably some fire going or something. But
We should probably go talk to him first.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
yeah, you guys can walk on in. It's a human male. He kind of looks up, middle aged. He kind of just looks up from the table and says, "Who are you?"
Oh, hello. We are adventurers. We actually were looking for work around here, and
Sorry, we don't hire any out of towners. This is a pretty specific thing. Adventurers aren't really good at cutting trees down and working the wood.
You misunderstand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. We were asking with the harbor master about jobs, and he mentioned that some people had been having some nightmares. Someone had died.
Oh. Yeah, he kind of looks you up and down, notices your holy symbols, and he says, cleric. Just what we need. Yes. Some of my boys been coming down with the same nightmare. Very odd. I haven't had any personally, but they've all been showing up late to work, lack of sleep, and then one day, poor Billy, he didn't wake up, and he had this like terrible, horrid, mangled face. It was like he was in the middle of a scream, and he woke up and he was dead. Well, I don't know. I guess you don't wake up if you die in your sleep.
True. Had Billy been having nightmares prior to his death?
Yes, a lot of our crew been having a few nightmares here and there, but nothing that anyone, I mean, aside from showing up late and lack of sleep, it wasn't anything too worrisome. But when we found Billy, when he didn't show up to work for a few days, we went and checked on him. I don't know. So we started getting worried. We reported this to the dockmaster, hoping that they could call in a cleric or a holy person to, I don't know, maybe we're cursed, something.
Where was the last place Billy was working?
Well, we all just take turns rotating around here. We go deeper and deeper in the woods as we run out of trees to cut. His last shift was, he just kind of points vaguely in that in a direction to the left of you, and it's like there's like a few tree stumps in that area. He says that area was cleared a few weeks ago by him and his few of my boys, and now we're working a little bit back this way. What's that?
Was anything strange found over there?
Kind of thinks. Nothing that they reported to me anyway. Not to my knowledge.
Do you know if any of them have met any sort of strange creatures?
Yeah, I mean, we all talked about it once these nightmares were talked about after Billy's demise, and no one's mentioned any interaction with any strange creatures or anything.
Would it be okay if we spoke with the men that were affected?
Yeah, of course. He kind of looks at, I mean, he doesn't have to watch. He looks up at the sun. We should be breaking for lunch in about an hour, if you don't mind speaking to them then.
Yeah, of course. We wouldn't want to disrupt your work.
Thank you.
So we'll come back, I guess, in about an hour.
Sure. Just be careful of the work site. I don't want you guys getting hurt.
Will do. And I'll motion for the others and say, we'll leave you be for now. We'll be back.
All right. Thank you for looking into this.
Certainly.
So, what, is there a knowledge check that we could attempt to think of, like probably most likely a fae that would potentially use nightmares to attack people?
There's like so many, so it'd be hard to know like who could do it, but I won't make you roll for it, but you know that this is clearly any of you who are magical, there is literally a spell that does this, so it could not even be a fae. It could just be
yeah.
Let's see whose spell list it's on. It's a very low level spell, I think. Oh no, it's actually pretty decently high. I guess Knowledge Arcana to know the spell and more details about it. Yeah, that's good enough. The Nightmare spell is a alchemist, bard, or wizard sorcerer spell, typically. It's of the 5th circle, so it's kind of high level. So yeah, any of those people could be doing it, but yeah, typically fae do have that ability as well.
5th level spell, if someone had a night, like, how long would that, like, aura linger if, like, say, it was, like, cast on someone? Do I have an idea?
Ah, that's a good idea. It would probably be, if anything, let me look at Detect Magic. I think it would fall under...
I can link.
Yeah, please. It would probably be moderate, so yeah, it would have to be minutes after.
Damn. Yeah, okay.
It might be in strong, but either way, yeah, overwhelming is like 9th level.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, they give the thing there. Oh yeah, it would be moderate, 4th to 6th level.
Yeah.
Guess I would have asked him too if it's okay if we investigate the site that's already been cut down.
Yeah, there's no one working there right now, so you're not in their way if you want to look at that area.
I guess I'll go over there and cast Detect Magic just to see if, like, anything pops up.
Yeah. There is magic here. It would be faint, coming from the tree stumps. And you can give me Knowledge Arcana to give me a school. Transmutation.
28. Transmutation on the tree stumps?
Mm.
Is that like somebody's used magic to cut the trees down?
Maybe.
I feel like that would be transmutation.
Yeah, you see like the aura is like all along the whole stump and like the roots going into the ground. Like you can just see it like fade into the ground. So it's like all over the like it gives off the impression that the whole tree must have been magical, and then now it's just the stump is now still a little bit magical.
So like maybe they cut down a magical tree.
Maybe, yeah.
But it's all the stumps, right? Or is it just one?
All of them. And then if you you have a 60-foot, if you look over where they're working, like not every single tree, but a lot of them just have this like faint transmutation aura coming from every once in a while, a few trees scattered through them.
Is there an area of trees that like one pings off of that I can go to that's not like where they're like super actively working? Like I don't want to like walk onto their like
yeah,
work
you
site?
could do that. Yeah. If you because the detect magic lasts for how long? Long time, right? Minutes per level.
Yeah.
And your guys are what, 4th?
I mean, I think it's as long as you concentration or up to 1 minute per level. We're 3rd level, so it lasts 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 3 minutes. You can walk to like another set of where they're not working, and you can see there are some trees that are giving off this aura. If you want to go look at them.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I want to go up to one of these trees and just like examine the actual full tree closer, try to figure out like why or what's making the tree magical.
Mm-hmm. Tell me how you would figure it out, I guess. Like, what do you do?
I'm just trying to think. I guess like see if I have any spells that would help. I mean, looking through all my random spells, so I could just switch to something. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just be trying to like check out the tree, maybe just using perception, trying to see if anything jumps out as different to me, or if there's anything that noticeably gives like an indication of like what the transmutation magic is doing to the tree, to try to then like connect to like what the magic is.
Yeah, you can take 20 on your perception. Once you take 20, the rest of the party can help if you...
7.
Anyone beat that?
20.
For
Perception.
I'm sorry, what skill?
Take 20.
Perception. No, I can't beat that.
How about Killian? Do you have a high perception or no?
I think I have the highest perception in the party.
Okay, yeah. So roll me a d100. See if you can get lucky. As you're examining it. Ooh, yeah. You're kind of like thinking and you're kind of toying around, and then you accidentally like, as you're like pulling a branch, you kind of like snap a little branch, and you're like, oh, whoops, and then like the branch like fixes itself. And then you can give me your spellcraft in the moment the magic kind of like pulls it back up and it fixes itself. Yeah, you can identify the work of a permanent mending going on these trees. I guess you would have detected the permanency part of it, which is universal, I guess, but whatever. You figure it out.
Would that like be any knowledge check to know? Like, was there anything that was done to the trees around here? Like, would like a permanency mending on the stumps make them grow back faster or anything?
No, it basically would just do what you just saw. It would mending,
just fixes
this is
them
small
and
things.
Yeah.
So if like someone just like chops down a tree, it's not gonna like it may like delay it or like fix in little pieces. But if they're just like going like 5 or 6
Yeah.
guys like chopping at it, it'll break it before it can mend itself, right?
Interesting. I'll like relay to Killian and Alice. It looks like a bunch of these trees have permanent mending on them. I don't know why.
We should ask whenever we speak with the workers if maybe they had trouble chopping down certain trees. Maybe like they would try and chop them down and they would fix themselves.
Yeah, just so because you guys are, this is a cleric and wizard spell, so both of you would know the way mending works. And mechanically, it restores 1d4 points every like round. So if you're swinging an axe, you're doing like 10 damage. They probably might not even have noticed it was healing like a little bit. They may have like, if you ask them about it, they, like you can, and they'll probably notice like, oh yeah, those some trees are a little harder to chop down here, but it wouldn't be like obvious because like 1d4 healing when you're doing like a wood cutting axe, you're not. It would be like healing like splinters of wood back in, and they would just be like chopping over it. They probably wouldn't notice, but
Okay.
and yeah, the full intact trees they have like a moderate aura from the permanency, but the other trees they just have like the remnants of like a little mending. Basically, is what you can piece together.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like someone or something was trying to protect these things.
Probably I don't see any other point to having permanent mending on the trees other than to just, help them not like deteriorate and stuff. But yeah, so I mean my guess is someone, whether it be Fae or not Fae, is unhappy with them cutting down the trees.
Did is I can't remember. Is the Brotherhood of Kala chapter house in Port Gaffinia or just near Port Gaffinia?
It's near here. It's like somewhere in the woods, maybe a few hours into the woods somewhere. It's like in this sort of generally. I don't know if your character would know this, but it's generally like in this area, and you guys are like in this area right now. So it would be like, I don't know, a few hours south maybe is where you would expect it to be. 2 or 3 hours south, you could probably find it. You would know, though, because you're from here, that the Brotherhood of Kala is actually in charge of the initial reconstruction of this city. So they must have cut down trees to build part of the city. A lot of them were laborers that Uttaragar had built to his following. So a lot of them, they were behind the initial construction, like rebuilding it in the first 5 years, but then the city took over and started rebuilding and improving this city.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait until they take their break to get more information.
Yes. Speaking of breaks, why don't we take a quick break now, and we'll come back after the break. We're back. And yeah, you guys, unless there's anything you want to do during that break, you can talk to the workers as they stop for lunch, if you so wish.
Yeah. I will briefly explain who we are and why we're there.
Yeah, they all nod and welcome you to help look into it, though one of them speaks up immediately. Oh, yes, hopefully you can help. I've been having nightmares these past few weeks. It's terrible.
Have you felt drained at all or, like, sick after your nightmares?
Yes. One night it was worse than the others, and I just felt so tired I called in sick I couldn't work the next day.
And, do you guys remember anybody, like, strange, talking to you, like, at the work site, or asking you not to cut down trees, or anything like that?
No. They all kind of look around and shake their heads.
And nobody's been opposed to your logging operations, right?
No. Not that we know of.
If I do like a heal check, can I kind of see like if any of them have like any kind of damage or anything?
Sure, yeah. You can give me a heal check to just kind of look around and see if you notice anyone. Yeah, you'll notice one of them is mechanically has the condition fatigued. But no like physical damage.
I'm just reading my spells real quick.
Yeah.
Is everyone who's been affected by it like all humans, or is there like different races, or?
This group you're talking to is all humans, but if you talk to the foreman, he lets you know that there's another crew that works here that are orcs, and he does mention that some of them had nightmares as well, but...
Okay.
I could be thinking of my other character. I thought I had something that can help with like status effects is what I was looking for specifically.
Yeah. I don't know if your Healer's Way can help with that at all, maybe?
That's what I was looking at.
You may get that at a higher level or something. You can't help us, right? As you guys are thinking to yourselves.
Yes, we're going to do our best to get to the bottom of this. Do you remember anything, like, were you all working in a certain area or anything?
I mean, we all take turns working throughout the whole area here. So you think it's some woodland creatures protecting their woods?
That is a theory. We've noticed some of these trees seem to be reinforced with mending magic.
Oh. Well, I mean, why don't they just come and talk to us? Like, no one's said anything to us. We didn't know if these are home to any creatures. There's been... Obviously, there is some random woodland creatures we see running around and running away as we chop down some trees, but there's tons of trees here. They can live there. I don't think it's any squirrels casting this on us.
Well, and you would think if it was something that was not happy about you cutting down trees, they would at least have warned you or, told you not to.
Exactly. And did she even kill one of us? That's...
The nightmares might have been the warning.
How are we supposed to know?
I found it, John, but it's at 7th level that I get that ability, so not
okay.
quite there yet. I thank them for their time unless anybody else has any questions for them.
When we get alone, I'll just talk to you guys and be like, it's probably most likely nightmare spell to some extent, whether it's a creature that has as an innate ability or a caster. And the difficult thing for us is because they're rotating around here, all this creature has to do is see them like once working here, and a nightmare spell is like unlimited distance. Doesn't even have to go into their homes or find them to do this on them. It just has to know of them and has a chance to be able to use it. So if we want to get to the bottom of this, our best bet is going to be to literally go through the woods right here and hope that we can find whatever creature this might be. If it's so hell-bent on protecting these woods to the extent of doing nightmares and killing people, I bet it makes its home out here.
I think that is a good logical assumption.
Let's assume it's a fae, because it could not be a fae, but it's probably a fae. What do fae like? You apparently have an affinity for them. What kind of things might we be able to attract them with?
Do I have any idea on that, John?
Well, generally, the fae you met with and hung out with when you were a kid, they were nice and whatever, but fae can be generally tricky. Some of them, just like any other creature, some are evil, some are good. Just depends on the fae.
That'll be kind of what I say to Tay as well.
Helpful. All right, well, let's go exploring.
Sounds like we're gonna have to prank each other.
Maybe. I got an easy solution for that, but I'm just gonna start walking off in a direction in the woods, and I'm looking through my random belongings, and I have this fancy I have a gold and silver hand mirror, and I got my bottle of wine. So I'm gonna walk into the woods with bottle of wine in one hand and a fancy mirror in the other hand, and be like, I got gifts for anyone who wants to come out and talk to me. And I'm just gonna I'm assuming they're following, and I'm just gonna start walking through the woods, hoping that I get something's attention.
Sure. You guys following, and just how are you guys following? Are you guys walking a bit behind her, right behind her, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I guess we'll just we'll stay together. I don't want to split up or anything, but we'll just kind of, I'll say, is there anyone out there that's not happy about the woods being cut down?
So, sorry, how far are you guys walking up before you're just immediately leaving this place and yelling this, or Do you guys
No,
travel
I mean,
there?
I think we get a little, like, maybe, like, 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes into the woods before I'm not just, like, I literally leave their sight and start doing this. It'll be, like, like 5 minutes in and then start kind of...
Gotcha.
Yeah, get well ahead of the tree line, I guess.
And I should state before we go trekking off into the woods like this, I am going to put mage armor on myself just to be a little cautious.
Alrighty. Let's, you guys want to go in the woods? Okay.
I'll pull out a few of the Chimera's Fang that I have on me, and I'll say, I have some lucky Chimera's Fang here.
I guess Kaylin will just start flipping a platinum coin in the air as he's walking through the woods.
And I'm assuming you guys left your horses in the town. That only makes sense, right? You don't have your horses?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Just getting a map ready.
No big deal. Nothing to worry about.
Just ignore the errors on your screen.
Error, 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 error. There's like 7 things on this, at least.
Stop counting you.
I think we found something, guys.
Hush, metagamer. Hush, metagamer.
Quick, get the clamps.
The fuck? Is music loading? Slowly for me. Oh, there we go. Put it down. You guys are trying to attract some fae, doing your own things.
Hold on a second, sorry.
No. And you, I guess you guys can give me perception checks as you guys are looking around the woods.
I'm sure Taze will be better.
Yeah, I'll just roll for her while we wait. Perception. Yeah. Where is Whitney?
Percepting things.
I guess we can just do it with you guys for now. So you guys are calling out, trying to attract some creatures to you, and you don't see anything, but you'll hear a tiny little voice yell out to you. Who are you? Stop coming any further. Who are you?
Oh, we're a group of adventurers. I'm Alice. Who are you?
Sorry.
It's okay. Do you need a break at 10 for putting kids away, or go
No,
away
it's okay.
to bed? That's what I mean.
Put the
That's
kids
good.
away.
Put them kids away.
Shove them in the closet.
I am Basil. Who are you? So sorry, Whitney. These creatures have called out to you, but you can't see them right now. I am Basil.
Okay.
Who are you? Why are you in our woods?
Hi.
Hi, Basil. We're actually wondering about is there someone sending people bad dreams?
You don't hear a response. You go away.
I'll say, if you tell me what you know, we have some delicious herbs or wine.
Yeah, nice. Anyone can assist if they want.
I mean, she's probably got the best, but sure.
I have like negatives, so
We have money too.
How much money you have?
We have a few gold, a few
That's
platinum.
it? Oh, how much platinum? Take out shiny platinum. Let's see them.
I'll take out 10 platinum.
Okay, we tell you for 10 platinum, and then this creature kind of climbs out from the tree. Let me have 10 platinum.
I'll hand it over.
It kind of walks up. So yeah, as it's walking up, you can see this tiny, mechanically tiny creature. It looks like, and yeah, you can also try to identify it, which is Tay. Alice, you're not too sure what these are, but Tay, you know these to be twig jacks. So these are known as protectors of the wood, and they are known as malicious fae that constantly threaten civilized people from habitizing their area. They usually do mischievous things like snapping bows, sabotaging cabins and villages. They are very smart. Let me get a visual description of these things. So yeah, they're like made of twigs. They like look like they're like have all these branches, and they have like little areas of tree growing out of them, like little leaves kind of thing. Yeah, they look like they're just like made of like these twigs. I guess that's why they're called twig jacks. Their eyes appear as vacant, dark knotholes, and its mouth is just a canyon of splintered and broken sticks. But yeah, you get one question, Tay.
do they have the ability to do something nightmare-oriented?
No. I'll just give you a little, just like a special feature about them. They can do like a cone attack that like shoots splinters. That's a reflex save to halve the damage.
Alright, you got 10 platinum. You willing to talk to us now?
Yeah, it'll gather up the 10 platinum and stuff it in between its twigs and say, okay, what do you want to know about?
So, it seems some of the people nearby who might be messing with the woods here a little bit have been having nightmares. We're just trying to figure out if maybe someone here from the woods is unhappy about what they're doing and causing these nightmares.
Yep, that's our boss.
So your boss is doing that.
They cut down trees. Our trees. This is our wood.
Okay. Is there any chance we could talk to your boss?
I could ask.
I mean, I think, I kind of looked to Alice, we kind of just want to, figure out a peaceful solution. Like maybe we can help tell these people
tell
to
them to
leave your
stop
woods
cutting
alone.
woods. Yeah, and we stop.
Okay.
Easy. But if you want to talk to boss, I need more money. You pay for talk to me. You want to talk to boss, you pay more money. Kind of rubs its little
Well,
twigs.
I'm not paying you money.
Kind of looks to Alice. How about you? You want to talk to boss?
How much would get us an audience with your boss?
How much you have?
We got 10 silver.
Woo! 10 platinum to talk to me. Much more expensive to talk to boss.
What about a bottle of wine?
How about you go ask your boss how much it'll cost to talk to your boss?
I'll give you a shiny mirror.
It'll make... how much is that mirror worth?
I don't even remember. Let me open it up.
Because it will make an appraise check.
Value is 120 GP, apparently.
Wait, whoops. That's the wrong skill.
Acrobatics!
I'll just take the same roll. 8. So yeah, it's not too sure how much it's worth, but it looks shiny, so I'll say... Okay. It kind of sticks its twig out.
I mean, I'll give it to your boss. I need to provide proof to your boss that I'm paying to talk to them. So, how about I give the mirror to boss, and then boss can talk?
Okay, I go ask.
Okay.
Alright, it scurries off into the woods. You guys are just kind of standing around. Anything you guys want to talk about while you wait?
So, what do we do if these people aren't willing to stop cutting stuff down? Like, these are kind of evil-ish fae. I know you kind of have a thing for the fae, Alice, but, like, do you got a thing for the evil fae, too?
No, I mean, killing people obviously crosses a line.
Yeah.
I say that, we try to talk sense into them and hopefully they'll listen, but...
I'm pretty sure they're not going to listen to anything other than the workers leaving, and I have a feeling it is going to be difficult to convince the workers to not cut down these trees, because they need lumber to do their thing, so...
Yeah.
What are you looking around for, Killian?
I'm just trying to see if there's eyes and ears listening or looking at us.
Yeah, as you look around, you hear a tree branch kind of shuffle. Some leaves pitter down. Was it the wind? Was it a creature? You look. You don't see anything.
I'll lean in and motion both of them to get closer, so I can whisper. So, are we just going to attack this guy if he says no?
Well, I mean, I was kind of hoping we could just have a conversation with him. I can try to figure out if I know what kind of creature he is first, and then, I mean, we can relay the message back to the workers, but if they're, not, willing to, I mean, we'll just have to figure out from there what they're willing to do or not willing to do.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to kill them if we don't have to, but, I see your point, Tay, that we may not have a choice eventually.
Yeah,
Sup, creature?
This creature kind of walks on up as you're finishing your conversation and says, "Okay, boss here." And you kind of look down and you do see some footsteps beside it, but nothing visible. And this creature, does it speak common? Yes, it says, "Hello, creatures in my wood. You offering a gift to speak to me?"
I guess I'll hand out the mirror.
Yeah, this creature will come walk up and take it. Brings it over here. Very nice gift. What do you want?
Well, we're here about the nightmares.
What about him? Have you been cutting down trees?
We haven't, no.
Then you're fine.
But someone died from these nightmares.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Several trees died as well. Very unfortunate for us too.
So the only way that you'll stop is if they stop cutting?
Yes.
But they need the wood in order to build things.
They can find something else to build out of. The trees are living. I speak to them. I've lost many friends to these creatures cutting our trees down. Some of them kind of look like you. I guess you can't see who he's pointing at, but...
So, why are you invisible? Are you invisible? Like, what's going on here?
Yes, for my safety. I don't know who you are. And you come asking about tree cutting and nightmares? I have no idea what your intentions are.
We just want a way to make a compromise.
Yes, we're willing to cease these nightmares if they stop cutting down further trees. That is our compromise.
Are there any trees that aren't necessarily your friends that would be okay?
No. Everything is connected. All the trees live. Some don't talk, but some do. Just because some haven't developed their conversational skills doesn't mean they deserve to be cut down. Tell your friends from the city to stop their operations and be on their merry way, and we will call it, as you said, a peaceful solution. The other solution is I send in my little twig friends here and cause a bloody mess.
I'm just trying to figure this out because I don't actually remember, but, I'm trying to make sure that I can't see him at all. Because I have that, like, ethereal vision.
What do you have?
Like, I swear I put it in here somewhere.
Is it from just being a tiefling, or is it something specific?
Yeah, so it was something from tiefling, but it was like the
alternate racial trait or something?
Yeah, when you let me roll.
Oh, for the abilities?
Yeah. You can see creatures on the ethereal plane.
Yeah, I don't think
so it's probably not going to do anything.
He's not on the ethereal plane yet. I know you're thinking of because C and Viz has that like thing, but
yeah, so I was just like trying to make sure this wouldn't do anything.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we will give them the message.
Excellent. We'll be listening for their response.
All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Don't hurt any trees on your way out. Nice meeting you. He kind of waves the mirror around and walks away.
I liked that mirror.
I'm sorry, Tay.
It's fine. I know I didn't have any way to see him. I'm not powerful enough yet to be able to see invisible creatures, and even if I was, I don't think there was a good way for me to cast a spell in front of him.
Yeah, you guys can walk back to the camp. It's late afternoon at this point. They're still working away. You can head into the foreman's office, or I don't know what you guys plan on doing.
It might be a long shot, but knowing that the smaller creatures are twig jacks, can I attempt a knowledge check of something with the ability to do nightmares that might like, theoretically, like, obviously cares a shit ton about trees and might, like, cohabitate with, like, twig jacks.
Sure. Knowledge nature, I believe, for Faye. Ooh, yeah. You're pretty sure that Alice had a good hunt. She's really good with the Fae stuff. It's probably that... Did you identify that creature that was fucking with you last session? I don't remember if you guys actually identified what it was.
No, we did not.
Well, you think it's that creature. And you can think what it's called. It's called an Alp. These things can do greater invisibility once per day on itself only, so you know it can't do that again today. And yeah, I don't know, you nailed your check. What do you want to know about it? They're medium, chaotic, neutral Fae. They have a weakness to light sensitivity. They have DR10, cold iron. They're immune to sleep. They have spell resistance, 21. They can do the nightmare stuff. Special attack, it has a crushing leap. It jumps on an adjacent target of its size or smaller, and you must make a DC 22 reflex save or take a certain amount of damage, and you're knocked prone. And it can immediately grapple a foe without provoking an attack of opportunity if it does this. And that's like the basics of it.
So basically, probably a little yikes for us to take on.
Yeah, it's a tough creature to fight for sure. It has constant greater magic fang on. It can do Nightmare 3 a day, but it's obviously not going to cast Nightmare you into combat. Mm-hmm. It could try to Deep Slumber you, DC 16. They can do that at will. But yeah, it's a pretty tough. And it can also change its shape into a cat, dog, pig, snake, or a butterfly.
Interesting.
Or all of them together in the nightmare.
Maybe. And as you think of that, you do see some butterflies flapping away nearby. Is it one of them? Should you kill all the butterflies?
No, we shouldn't kill the butterflies.
There's one that's flapping oddly close to you. No. There's a flutter of butterflies, though, just fluttering around in the distance as you think about it.
Takes out a fly swatter.
Alright, yeah, let's go head back and talk to these guys. And, I mean, I don't think we have the means to take care of this creature, even if we decided that the best course of action was to kill it. I'm not saying it is, but, like, even if we decided that, like, I don't think we can take it on. And I don't know, maybe we tell them to try different woods, or look into different building material, or deal with their workers keep getting nightmares and potentially dying. Maybe pay them Hauser pay.
Yeah, that's true. I think that it's up to them what they want to do with the information. At least we found out why.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll head back to the foreman's office.
Sure, yeah, you can walk in. He's poring over some scrolls, and he sees you walk in. Hello!
Sup, buddy? Hello. We solved your problem. Kinda, not really.
Excellent.
We know what's happening,
Hmm.
but it's gonna keep happening.
Oh.
Unless you stop cutting down the trees.
Well, let's start at the beginning. What's happening?
So, it turns out that there are Fey creatures here that are not happy with the trees being cut down. Apparently they can talk to the trees, and you've, in their mind, murdered several of their friends.
Oh, okay. Are these generally good Fae, or are they evil Fae?
Well, I mean, technically the one that's doing the nightmare is neutral.
Okay. What about, you said, you make it sound like there's more than one.
I mean, there are other Fae out there, but, like, the main one that's causing your issues is a neutral creature. It just wants to live in its trees, and you're cutting down its trees.
We need to develop our city.
I mean, is there any other, like, forest area you can go cut down, or try using stone? I don't know.
Possibly, but then we have to travel more, and what if that wood has another Fae that says it's its home?
Well, you just better hope it doesn't. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Or you can get someone else out here a little bit stronger than us, but I ain't taking this thing on.
They have killed one of our civilians who is a citizen of the larger Geffen area. We'll submit a query with the Queen. I'm sure she will send some guard to deal with this Fae for murdering of citizen. Thank you for the information. Speak to the Dockmaster. I'm sure they'll have a smaller reward for giving us the info.
Yeah, certainly. Just so you know, it's whatever they're doing is magical, so you may want to find, magical means of protecting your workers.
Yeah, I was gonna say on my magical knowledge, is there anything that can protect you from nightmare spell?
Not sleeping.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna, work out for...
It is a mind-affecting evil spell, so protection from evil would help, I believe, or anything that helps with mind-affecting saves.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess any of your workers, if they have any way to protect themselves from mind-affecting magic or evil spells and stuff, you could try that.
We don't have spellcasters amongst us. But,
well,
thanks for the info.
Maybe give them hazard pay until you get this figured out, because...
Keep your voice down. We don't have money for hazard pay.
You gonna just let more of your workers die?
No, of course not. That is why we're sending word to the Queen to deal with this.
Are you gonna stop cutting down trees until the Queen gets out here and deals with it?
No.
Well, then you're essentially letting more of your workers die. Or potentially die. Risking their lives. I think that qualifies for hazard pay.
Can you not say hazard pay so loudly, please?
I mean, I think your workers should know what they're getting themselves into.
It's perfectly safe. It's just a little dreams.
It's obviously not perfectly safe. One of your people died.
Can I get a perception check from the party?
Oh my god.
Oh. Nice. As he's arguing with you, Tay, out of the corner of your eye, you see the wood in this place starts warping, and some of those twig jacks come out, and they're getting ready to fire their twigs at this guy and anyone caught an AoE. And we're gonna roll into initiative once I get it set up. Just changing the music to not be so joyful. And the two of you are surprised. So it's a surprise round. Tay can act in the surprise round, but you two will be unable to act.
Okay.
In the surprise round only, but... No, I don't like that song.
Nothing more joyful and frivolous than, attacking a dude with twigs.
Yeah. We'll just use this map here. You guys are speaking, they'll just add a random token for the dude you're speaking to in this little hut. You guys should have your combat out that you can roll initiative on. Let me know if you're having trouble with that. He's kind of here. I'll give him a quick little token. Just give me 1 second. I'm back. Okay. Oh, I guess you already know what these are. I can reveal their names. I guess, should I give this guy an initiative? Yeah, he's not really gonna do anything. But I'll just see if he can, like, get out of the way. He rolled pretty decent. Initiative. Alrighty. Surprise round. This thing kind of comes out of the wood, and it's already here. And it's going to open with the cone.
Rude, bro, rude.
Rude, bro, rude. Oh, nice.
You little bitch.
It's an easy save anyway. Yeah, so it just like kind of shoots all these things out, and I need reflex saves from everybody. As it shoots its splinter spray. Ooh, no bonuses on any of those?
Does Alice
no.
get some kind of coverage from that dude?
Well, yeah, let's roll his save too to see if he, because if he doesn't get out of the way, then yeah, I'll give you guys some less damage because he is going to take the brunt of it.
I can use my cat's luck racial trait.
Yeah, he.
But I have.
Oops.
Oh, never mind. I have to do it before. So.
Ba-da-da-da. So yeah, all of you fail, but you'll take less damage because he's going to take the brunt of it. So he's going to take this damage because he failed his save, and he immediately like all these like twigs go into him, and he just like falls to the ground, bleeding out, and you guys will take half damage.
Yikes, bro.
So you guys will take 7 each because you failed your save. So these side splinters kind of hit you guys.
Yikes.
And it kind of laughs. Hey, I got him.
Fuck you.
Tay, you can do a move or a standard.
Is the other creature still all the way over there?
No.
'Cause, like,
It's sorry. Yeah, it's like you can see it like warping into the wood. It's like it's a target. You could target.
Okay. I just wanted to know where it was because it makes a
Yeah.
difference for like my shit.
Yeah. So this guy is sorry. I'm just gonna take him out. Wait, why didn't he go down? He's immortal.
Did he actually die?
Yeah. Well, he goes unconscious. You don't know if he's dead or not. Though. Ooh. Color spray. Fae aren't innately immune to mind affecting, are they? No, that's only plants. Alright, yeah, they gotta make... What do they gotta make?
DC 16 will save.
Will save.
Wait, I guess, yeah, okay. I was just looking at the hit die. What hit die are they? Unless you want to read it yourself.
Yeah, I'll read it myself. Will
Okay.
save?
Yeah.
2 will saves. Hiya.
Failure.
They both get all dizzy. Oh.
Just dizzy? What does that mean?
I don't know. You'll see when it's their turn, I guess. Alice, you're surprised. This guy is dying. I guess he'll make a con save.
Does any of them can I tell, like, is one of them Basil?
No. Well, they all look alike to you. It's hard to tell. Maybe.
Rude.
Killian, you're surprised. This thing, you like, he's just like all like wobbling around and get the color sprays like all over him. And this guy's turn. He's like all like bewildered by this color spray. And Tay, your turn.
Did not expect this to come back to me already. I guess I'll just... Guess we just Ray of Frost this bitch, I don't know.
Alrighty. Ray of Frost.
Ooh.
Ooh, and does it get a save or
Touch,
anything?
though, I think.
Oh, that is
Range touch attack.
I guess it's unstunned at the end of their turn, right? Let me read Color Spray. The creature is stunned for 1 round. Yeah. So I think it's still... I guess I'll say it's still stunned, so I'll say that hits. Oh! He takes the 2 cold damage.
Haha! And I am gonna, like, move a bit. Game is paused, though, so I technically cannot.
Alice.
I don't really want to be grouped up. Maybe... Am I able to, like, be, like...
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you can, like, back out of the... Well, this... Sorry. Hold on. Let me just draw. So this here is, like, the shack. So if you go there, you're, like, walking out of the shack intentionally. Just so you know. So you wouldn't be able to target
Yeah.
them.
I'm just trying to not get, like, us all get hit again, but I
Sure,
don't really know where to go.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to use my Healer's Way ability on the foreman.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. That'll bring him back up.
And then I'm going to move to here.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
kind of
there you
like... The twigs kind of like eject themselves out of his skin, and he's like, oh, what happened?
Take cover! The Fae are attacking!
Ah! He like ducks behind his desk. Killian.
Guess I'll 5-foot step in.
Okay. Yeah, they can just be like in these squares. Yeah. You can 5-foot step in. Yeah, which one do you want to swing at? This one was injured by Tay by a ray of frost or whatever she did. And then
Yeah, I'll swing at that one.
Okay. Oh! Ooh, and you doing fire damage. Yeah, you see like the fire catches, so these twigs, they're made of twigs, and it just like catches on more effectively and it like instantly like brings this thing down. It like, it like catches fire and just like drops to the floor. This thing goes, you murderers!
You attacked us! We were delivering your message!
You murderers! It'll fire.
Oh, my mere back, bitches.
Ooh, you're just out of its cone, but this guy is going to have cover, but it's going to fire. I need a reflex save from you, Killian, as it shoots twigs out at you guys. I'll give him an advantage on his pseudo-advantage, I guess. I'll give him like a 2d20 on his save or whatever. Or no, I think
Is
there's
he
actual...
like casting?
No, it's like an innate ability. Ooh. You're going to take the brunt of this. 9 damage. As these things pelt you. And I believe there's a rule for having cover and reflex saves, now that I'm thinking about it. So I don't have to, like, house rule it, but I forget what it is. Let me just quickly refresh myself. Cover. Cover gets a +2 on his reflex save if he has cover. There we go. That's if he has side cover, soft cover. Yeah, it's just a +2. Alrighty, let's see if he can avoid some of the splinters. Oh yeah, he takes half damage, he stays up. The cover helps him. And Tay.
I guess we'll just Ray of Frost the one that's up.
No, don't hurt me.
Well, I'm not gonna, so.
Oh, that was a cool effect, though. I just saw that. Yeah,
That
the
was
bray
cool.
just like misses and hits the wood, and it breaks a wood pane off. You want him to do any movement, or you're good there?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Alice, you're up.
All right. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on the foreman.
Ooh, very nice. He will accept your whatever you're doing to him. Sanctuary.
I guess it's touch, so
Yeah, you can walk up and you're gonna touch him
yeah.
if you want.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Yeah, he'll just keep his cover behind the desk, and he thanks you for helping him. Killian.
So we try to be peaceful, and I'll just strike at him.
No! The trees will protect me. Oh God! And you'll bring him down with the fire as well. Oh! I said bring him down. Ooh.
Just drags out his death scene.
Yeah, and you guys find yourselves in this thing, and they're on the floor.
Does either of them have my mirror?
No.
Damn it.
Let me just give you experience for this combat real quick.
The one that took my mirror.
You guys got 666 experience for that. Because you guys are evil.
Woo.
I mean, technically we were defending ourselves.
Evil!
Yeah. We feared for our lives and the lives of the foreman.
Alright, bro, you gonna stop now or give people hazard pay after this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were looking for your mirror, so I'll just tell you what you find on them. Because they are...
I'll go over to Killian and offer him some healing.
I will accept.
Yeah. They're just like, you're like kind of sifting through their little twigs, and you'll find the following. I'm just gonna put it with the gold cost. And you can ask questions if you want on any of it.
Silver chest set. Okay. What's the holy symbol for?
Dalek.
Oh, alright. We taking that.
Yoink.
I'm going to selectively channel, but I'm excluding the two Feyan creatures, obviously.
Alright. Boom, boom, boom.
The candelabra that has a holy symbol.
Dalek as well.
Jesus. Oh. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that the Fae have a bunch of Dalek stuff.
And yeah, as you guys are looking through all their stuff, you're doing your in-between rounds of healing, you'll notice that one like fully decays, the branches like break apart and just kind of like smolders away in flame. The other one is like slowly, it has like a little flame on it just burning, and same thing, little twigs are dropping, but it's not fully like gone yet.
If no one says anything, I'm just gonna walk over and put it out of its misery.
Okay. You just just break
just
it.
impale it with my
Just
sword
hold
more.
the flaming sword to it to
True.
set it on fire.
Yeah, you can. It goes up in a poof of smoke, and yeah, it breaks apart and fades away.
I'll just kind of say out loud, it's like, I did you a kindness, unlike what you gave the poor soul that died due to a nightmare.
Yeah, the foreman kind of like creaks above the table. Thank you all, thank you. I'm sure the queen will cover some hazard pay as we... maybe we'll take a vacation until this is all settled with, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a good idea.
Yeah, you may want to get out of the woods for the time being.
Yes. He'll kind of rush out and say, boys, it's break time, back to the city. And he just kind of like goes off and gathers them, and they'll be kind of like gathering their stuff.
I suggest we do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can head back to the city, and I'll get rid of this thing on our screen. Boom. You walk back into the city with the crew here. They kind of gather the tools up, and you could have waited for them while they did that, and then they kind of head back into the city, and they thank you again, and then they kind of the foreman kind of writes you up a note, and he says, "Bring this to the dockmaster. He'll give you your reward for helping us, and he'll handle the rest." Where are you from? You adventurers? You must be from Geffen then. Maybe you can deliver the message.
Yes, we are from Geffen, and we are planning on returning, so we'll probably be the ones taking the message back.
Thank you. Yeah, he kind of like finishes writing up the scroll, rolls it up. He has like a little ring on his finger. He drops some hot wax, seals it, hands it to you. And yeah, you guys can head to the dockmaster. I don't know if you want to do anything else before that.
No, I think we'll just go directly back to the dockmaster.
Excellent. Yeah, you head to the dockmaster, and it's the same gnome behind the desk. It's later in the day. It's not too busy. You guys can get up there. And he says, "Oh, you're back!
Yes,
What news do you bring?"
Well, we got to the bottom of it. I'll hand him the scroll.
Oh, that was quick. And he kind of unseals it, unrolls it, and says, oh my. Oh dear. Kind of rolls it back up. Oh, terrible. We'll have to... Usually the Fae are such loving and tricksy creatures, but some of them are a little more nefarious, and yes, the death of a citizen by the hands of them will not do. The Queen must be notified. You said you're from Geffen?
Yes, we'll be returning there, so if you want us to deliver...
Yes. He'll be writing up a scroll as well, doing the same thing, sealing it with his signet, and then handing it to you. If you could bring this to the Adventurers Guild, there'll be a bounty for that creature's demise. And yes, you for helping. Not the full reward, because we're still going to have the issue, I guess. But you did provide the information, so how does half sound?
I think that's fair.
Did save your foreman as well.
Oh, that is true. Give me a diplomacy if you want to haggle for some more gold from the reward. And you can assist, or I'll take the highest roll. Oh, damn. Yeah, anyone want to assist, Alice? Just DC 10 to get a +2?
I can try, but I literally have negatives. Oh,
God
Jesus. God damn.
Yeah, you can roll if you want, but Killian makes a good point. You save someone. He says, "You're right. What is gold if not for to save someone's life?" But yeah, he'll hand you the full reward. Take this as payment for delivering the message as well. He kind of hands you the 1,000 gold.
Oh, thank you.
Was there anything else on that list that like anyone wanted to keep, or do we want to just like try to sell off all that stuff?
I was going to keep the engraved gold scarab.
Okay.
But we can sell the rest.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want anything.
Can we get full price for that stuff, John, or partial price?
It's
full
in
price?
pristine condition, yeah. Very nice and polished.
Okay. Okay, so if we sell off what we're not keeping of that stuff, plus the 1,000 gold divided by the 4 of us, we can each take 335. That way we don't have to worry about dealing with the loot stuff more.
Very nice.
All right, back to Geffen, or...
You said it was late afternoon.
Yeah, but you guys have horses, so you can make it there in...
I want to go party.
I thought you were
I'm
going to
leaving.
forget about your poor orc
No,
friend. Okay.
I'm saving my bottle of absinthe to party with him. Okay, we're gonna party and drink absinthe.
Alright, so you're staying in town tonight, partying?
Alice probably won't party with them, but she might go to the Catfolk Tavern over in Tianjia Town.
Okay. Where's Killian going?
Come party with me and the orc bro.
I'm not really the party.
Find you a hot date. I'll be your winged woman. I'll hook you up. Come on, let's go.
I'm not much of the party type, but do enjoy it.
Killian. Alright, fine, party pooper.
I'll go. Like, besides, I'm curious to see what the cat folk do.
Okay, yeah, you go with Alice.
Boring.
Excellent. Yeah, let's do the Catfolk Tianjia. You're in Little Tianjia. You feel like, this was your home at one point when you were a child. There's only like 7 or 8 buildings that make up like Little Tianjia here. There's a lot of like catfolk wording on a lot of buildings, and you can quickly find the tavern. As you walk in, there are many catfolk, and you'll be recognized by the tavern owner, who will greet you and say, "Oh my, you've grown!"
Yeah.
They'll be speaking Tianjia to you.
I'll nod and say, yeah, I'm back in town for the evening.
You must stop by your parents. Have you seen them?
Not yet.
It's already... He looks at the window. It's so late. I should send word to them. Let them know you're here.
If you like. Just been working a job. I don't know if you've heard about the people having the nightmares.
I've heard rumors. But I'll send a messenger right away. Your family should join you.
Sure, okay.
Excellent. He kind of motions over for a small boy, hands him a note, and he goes running off. And yeah, you guys can be seated. This tavern is much... Well, yeah, you were in the other one, so this one's much nicer. It's more like formalish. There's not people like drinking, doing shots. It's more people like... A lot of people have like teas, sake. There's more like... It's more like a Japanese style kind of setting. There's not people getting super drunk and stuff. It's more like a little more proper.
Alright.
Yeah, you can be seated with Killian. There's this...
So, Alice, what do you recommend here?
Oh, the sake is really good.
Yeah, they have rice wine as well.
I'll kind of tell him about that and say, and there's all kinds of... There's some sushi here if you like it.
Never had it.
Oh, you should try it. It's really good.
What is it?
It's fish.
Is it prepared a certain way? I've had fish before.
Well, I mean, they cut it and put it over rice, and they usually put little sauces on it. And
All right, I'll try it.
it's good. I recommend it heartily.
Yeah, they bring over some tea and wait for your drinks, but they will bring over some sushi if you want and some sake if you order it.
Oh, it's not cooked?
No, it's meant to be eaten this way.
I see. I wait for you to try first.
You should put some of this on there. I'll put a little bit of wasabi on some, and I'll put some on mine, and I'll eat it.
Delicious. Yeah, Killian, you can look around if you're unsure, and you can see several of these catfolk around here using these 2 sticks and grabbing these sushi and eating them.
I'll look at Alice. Was she using the sticks to eat them, or did she just grab it?
It's up to her. She knows how to use them. I don't think you would know how, but
I'll be using chopsticks, but I'll tell him that he doesn't have to. If he'd rather use his hands, it's not impolite if that's how he wants to eat them.
you can give me a dex check if you want to try to use the chopsticks.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, you're not like, you kind of maybe if you try to use them, you like drop it once or twice, but you can get it eventually.
It's a lot harder than it looks. I think I'll just use my hands next time.
I'm surprised you did very well. Most people don't do so well when they're first learning.
I'll shove it in my mouth.
Yeah, it tastes really good. A little bit of spicy if you have the wasabi. It's
My
fresh.
God, this is delicious.
Right? It's so good.
Yeah, especially here, they have the water right next to them, so they have very fresh fish. It's good.
I'll try the sake.
Delicious as well. Alice can let you know that they import only the best from Tea and Shaw itself for this wine as well. Very good. But back at the other tavern, it's a little more rowdy. Another group of sailors are in here. Looks like another ship has come in, so it's a little more packed. The other group of sailors, you don't see them here, but it's like full of like a random assortment of sailors, captains, and things like that. You can, if you're looking for your orc friend, you can find him. He's at a table with 2 dwarves and 3 goblins, and they're all sharing drinks.
Yeah, I'll go rejoin him.
Yeah, he'll notice you come. He says, "Oh, you're back, my friend! She actually came back!" And then he kind of like elbows his orcish friend, who hands him a platinum piece.
Sorry,
Oh, did I freeze?
froze.
He elbows his orcish
Yeah.
friend, who hands him a platinum piece as you kind of walk in. He says, "I told you she'd be back." And he kind of grumbles to himself and drinks his mead.
Taking bets, I like it.
But yeah, he introduces you to the others. Names I don't think you care about, but they're all sailors and they're in for the night, so everyone's having a good time and drinking, and they offer you a seat and want to hear your story, and you guys can talk, and I don't know if there's any specifics you want to chat about.
Yeah, I'll tell them about what we did. I'll pull out my bottle of absinthe and share it with
Oh.
everyone.
Yeah, as you pull it out, they kind of look around, they say, one of the dwarves say, "Oh, hi, lass, hide that, you're not supposed to bring in your own alcohol."
Look, if she gets mad, I'll pay her. I don't care.
Oh. They all kind of like, they kind of nod, and they all like put their cups up to the bottles. It looks like a very nice bottle. Better than anything that they have in here, that's for sure. You pour one for all of them.
Yeah.
Some of the goblins look excited. They say, "Oh, what this? That's
Yeah, I'll
no
pour
good.
some.
You nice lady, thank you. We not steal from you now."
Oh, jeez. Okay. Good to know.
They laugh. We just joking. We joking.
All right. Cool.
But yeah, they all thank you, and yeah, you guys can have a great time drinking and swapping stories of adventuring. They tell you about their most recent adventure in the sea. One of the dwarves says, "Hey, we nearly were overtaken by this wolf serpent in the sea, but I'm good with the blist on the boat. I shot it, I did." And the other dwarves sort of kind of like nodding and like shaking their beards as he tells the story. And yeah, he just like regales it. It was a stormy night the other night, and blah blah blah. And you were like, "Oh, you were here the other day, and it wasn't storming." So maybe he's exaggerating the tale a bit. But yeah, they just tell about them overcoming this like serpent wolf in the sea. Yeah.
I'll
Any
keep
other-
sharing the bottle until it's empty. I'm gonna keep the bottle because it seemed like a cool bottle, but I'll.
Any other specific tales or stories you tell them besides the Fae thing you were talking about, or anything else you tell them about?
I don't know. Maybe tell them of my random prank escapades of late.
The
Maybe they'll
goblins
find
will
that
love
funny.
that. Yeah, the goblins. The orcs are kind of like indifferent. Like your orcish friend will kind of be interested, but the goblins are very interested in this. They're like, "Oh, you pull pranks? We love pranks."
On occasion. It's been a new development, but it's been fun.
They kind of like go closer to you and they say, there, over there. They point at another table. There's like this. He looks a little nicer to be in this tavern. Everyone else kind of is like wearing like average clothing, but he's kind of wearing like not like noble robes, but he has like a middle class vibe to him. He looks like he's like has an air to him a bit. He looks to be some sort of spellcaster. Probably he has like these flowing robes. He's got clearly like a little spell component pouch. You can see at his waist. And they point to him and they say, that one, we should pull a prank on that one. We can distract him while you pull his pants down.
Pull his pants down, really?
I don't know. What you think?
Question. My magical log, do I feel like I could take a small piece off of it and burn it and it would like function, or would it kind of like stop working if I like...
Usually magical items don't take well to being like broken apart, but you could try. Maybe we...
you want to... You what? That's what you want to do? You want to have his pants pulled down?
Oh, I don't know. First thing we think of, maybe we steal his something, or I don't know. What do you think? You expert, sounds like.
I mean...
Do you tell them about the pooping thing? The poop,
yeah.
explosion? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they'll be like, oh, you expert. You genius. Maybe
I mean, that was a spur-of-the-moment good thought there.
Oh, you not even plan it? You just do it in the moment?
Kinda.
Oh, you so good. Come on, think of something cool. We help.
I mean... trying to figure out something I could do Mage Hand. Trying to figure out something interesting I could do with Mage Hand.
And give him a wedgie.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Alright, you guys distract him and I'll, I'm assuming there's like a bathroom here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom and cast Mage Hand there so that it's not like out in the middle of the place, like casting a spell.
Sure.
Trying to like... Yeah,
As you cast your spell from the stall next to you, it's a unisex washroom. You hear a grunt that says, "Oh yeah, I use magic too when I get constipated. You okay in there?"
I'm good, bro, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't even know what to say to that. Like, okay, alright. That was interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so you have mage
so
hand.
what does this guy look like? Describe him again.
Yeah, so he's got this like blondish, shaggy hair. He's clearly got these like they're like average robes, but they're like flowing like a wizard's. He's got a component pouch. He's like a human, average height, middle aged. He's like 28, 29, something like that. Maybe early 30s, late 30s ish.
Is he drinking?
Yeah, he's at a table. There's two other individuals there, both human as well, so 3 people at the table. One's a female, one's a male. The female looks like some sort of warrior of sorts. She's got like a sword on her side. The other male looks like maybe a holy man, a cleric. He's got a symbol of on his neck. Ooh, a symbol of... I believe that's one of the spoopy ones. Oh, no. He's got a symbol of Caucasus on his neck. Clearly, it was meant to be. He's a man of the sea, and here he is, next to the sea. They're all having a quietish conversation. Around them, there's like way more noisy and stuff, and they're just kind of chatting.
All right,
but yeah, as you come out, the goblins they see you come out, and then they like waddle over to him and start bugging him, and he's like, "Ah, go away, go away."
What's around here that would be gross to drink?
You look at the bar. It looks to be like someone's discarded cigarettes buds have to like fall into this like liquid. It's like blackish gray
Okay.
now.
I'm gonna use the mage hand to go have it dump that into his drink.
All right. Do you want to give me a sleight of hand, and I'll give him a perception
God.
to see if he notices you being trying to mess with his drink.
It's on mage hand trying to message his drink.
Well, it's you, right?
I mean,
You finding it? Oh. Ooh, very nice.
what did I
Yeah,
roll?
21.
Oh,
At least
sweet.
from his from your point of view, he seems to be distracted by the goblins. He's trying to like shoo them away as they're like putting their hands like on his robes, like, "What's this do? What's that?" And they're just like, and he's like, shooing them off, and he doesn't notice. And you look, the mage hand dumps it in his beer, and yeah, the mage hand can return to you, put the thing back on the counter, and now what?
Yeah, and I'll just I'll stop concentrating on it so it goes away, and then I'll just go sit back down and my normal seat, and
Yeah, the goblins
as
kind of look over.
the goblins come over, that like I'll like try to get their attention to or like come sit back down or something, and I'll just be like, okay, just wait, just watch and wait,
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, why? What you do? What you do?"
just wait.
Yeah, they look over, and then he like is just like, "Oh, that was weird, whatever." And then he's like about to take a drink, and then he goes, and he just like projectile vomits on his like female friend, and she's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And she's like wiping it off, and he's like, and then yeah, they like go to the washroom to clean her up and stuff, and they just like he's like like goes to the bar and starts like yelling at the barkeep or whatever, and yeah. The goblins like laugh and clap, and then they turn to you and say, when he distracted, we also get this. And they like hold up this book to you.
Jesus, you took a spell book.
I don't know. In his robes. Here. What is it?
I'll like flip through it real fast. Is it his spell book?
Yes, there are spells
God.
in here.
Oh God. All right, you
Looking
guys
at
keep this for
another
now.
man's spellbook.
What are you doing with it?
Like, I'll tell them to keep it for now.
Okay, and they take it back and they stuff it in one of their bags.
I'm like worried that he has some sort of way to like track it.
But yeah, you guys can keep drinking. Their party eventually return, but they're like quickly are getting ready to leave as he pats down his self and he says,
Oh shit.
my book's gone. Has
shit.
anyone seen a book around? And he like looks around and he's like asking people, have you seen a book? Have you seen a book? And everyone's like shaking their heads and shoving him off. He then eventually comes over to your table. You two! You were bothering me earlier. Do you have my book? He kind of squeezes his
Are
eyes
you
down.
racist?
What? No. They were...
You're instantly deciding that because a goblin bothers you that they had to have like taken your book? That sounds kind of racist to me.
Yeah, the goblins kind of look at you, looking at me. Yeah, racist! And then everyone's like looking over at him. He says, no.
I think you need to leave these poor goblins alone. That's kind of rude.
Yes, I'm sorry. And yeah, just give me a bluff check.
Thanks.
Goblins will assist you.
All right, goblins. I hope you're better at bluffing than I am.
Yeah, he kind of gets the vibe in the room that everyone's getting like upset with him as he's walking around asking people, and he immediately like leaves the tavern. Yeah, and you guys can keep drinking, and then the whole group laughs and as they usually regale the prank you just pulled and fill them in on it. Yeah.
You goblins are cool. Gotta say.
You cool.
You're cool.
You're cool.
All right. We're both cool.
Yeah. And yeah, you can have a good night. The orc would like to take you home, but you don't have to. And by home, I mean a room above this tavern.
Yeah. I'll go back with him.
All right. You have a good night. And yeah, it can be the next day, or all of you. What are you guys doing back?
I'm getting the spell book from the goblins, though. After the guy leaves, I'll be like, oh, okay, now you can give it to me.
Oh, okay. So when he leaves, do you look at the gums to give it to you?
Well, I'll probably like wait till it's a lot later,
Sure.
so that it's like people in the tavern aren't then like seeing like after he's made this whole big deal about the spell book, they're not seeing like
Sure,
now the
yeah.
goblins pull out a book, you know.
Yeah, they hand it to you and they say, "Oh, what is it? What we get?"
It's a book that people like him and I write down our magic stuff in.
Oh, we sell for a lot of money.
We could, but it would be useful for me. What if I trade you money for it?
Sure.
You guys are pretty cool. How about I don't actually know how much I like flipped through it. Like how many how full is this? Like what do I gauge the like level he was?
You see, it is. Let me look how much those pages a spellbook usually has. I believe it's 100.
Yeah, a typical spellbook is like 100 pages, and it's 1 page per spell level.
I believe so. Yeah. Do. A spellbook has 100 pages. Yeah, we were right. Okay. It looks like it has how many pages filled? 35 pages filled.
That's it. I mean, your cantrips take up a ton. Does he literally have like anything beyond cantrips?
How many cantrips do you usually have?
A lot. Let me look here. So I have 34 cantrips.
Oh shit. Okay, and you're supposed to have all of them, right?
Yeah, you know all of them. So unless he likes,
Okay,
well,
so-
I guess yeah, pretty much all of them. You might not have certain ones depending on your like.
All right, I'll just
school
say
or
he has
something.
56 pages then. I wasn't counting for cantrips.
Okay.
So 56 including cantrips.
Okay, so he's probably got about 22-ish, 21, 22 spells other than cantrips. I mean, I don't actually, like, off the top of my head, I don't know what the value would be for this, so I'll do a praise check to see if I know what this would be valued at. Oh god, I have no idea what it's valued at.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, you have a spellbook, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, spellbooks usually go for, like, hundreds of gold. So, like, 100 gold, 200 gold, that area. It depends on how full they are. And if you have, like, protections on them and stuff, yada yada.
Yeah, so first I actually am going to detect magic on this, see if there's any protections on it.
Yeah, no protections, but it does radiate, I guess, like, innate magic, because it has spells in it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but not any, like, protective stuff on the outside
No.
or... Okay, I'll offer them 10 platinum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they grab up the platinum. They, like, high-five each other.
Yeah. I mean, they're too cool. I don't want to, like, skimp them too
Mm-hmm.
much. I might already be skimping them a little bit, but I'm not trying to.
Is Tay just content stealing another man's spellbook?
Yeah, fuck him.
Whoa, alright.
Him and the orc in one night?
Maybe they're playing with the silver chess set all night. But yeah, back in the Little Tea and Shaw, unless there's anything else you want to do here.
No.
Back in Little Tea and Shaw, the tavern, you guys are enjoying sushi in the middle of your meal when your mother comes in the tavern, Alice.
Hello,
And-
mother.
What's your relationship? What was it like when you left? Was it amicable? Was she upset at you? Did she not want you to leave? Like, what was the situation?
Alice basically snuck out of the house in the middle of the night. Her mother is very overprotective and didn't want her leaving at all. And so the only way that Alice could see to, actually do what she wanted, which was to adventure, would be to just leave.
So yeah, I'm going to be switching between T and Shaw and common. So she kind of, like, you say hello. Or do you say it in common or T and Shaw?
I'll say it in Tiansha.
So she kind of just, she's wearing a very nice formal gown, kind of like I guess, what's it called, kimono or whatever?
Yeah.
One of those traditional.
Is it just her mother?
Yeah, her dad's on.
My dad's dead.
I'm assuming you have more siblings.
Oh, yeah, no, I do have my siblings.
Yeah,
but
it's just her mom, for now. But yeah, the mom kind of ignores your greeting and in comment she says, "Oh, it is so nice to meet my daughter's new companion. Who might you be?" And she kind of takes a seat beside Alice.
Mother, this is Killian.
You saying that in common?
Yes, I'll switch to common since she was saying in common.
Oh, and she looks at you, nods, says, "How a nice pleasure to meet you." Then she switches to T.
I'll just nod.
She switches to T and Shaw. And you can give me a sense motive, Killian, if you want to kind of get the vibe of the conversation. But she says, she immediately switches tone. She says, "How dare you run away from home and show your face here?" Yeah, you kind of, she's kind of trying to be subtle about it, so you can't really pick up on this. Maybe you think it's a little bit rude that she suddenly just turns to her daughter and starts speaking T and Shaw.
Do I just hear cat growls?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know you, but she says, "You have the guts to show your face back here after you left me with no note, no where you were going. I want you back in the house immediately, young lady."
Well, that's not going to happen.
She kind of furrows her brow. Why have you come
continuing
back
to eat
here?
sushi.
Yeah, you kind of awkwardly are picking up sushi pieces, slowly bring it to your mouth. Is it it's clearly awkward. You can't get a sense of what's going on, but it's clearly an awkward tension. And she says, "I will have you back in that house if I have to bring you back myself."
What are you going to do? Get my brother to drag me back?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm laughing out of character.
Are you speaking in cat folk?
Yeah, that's
saying
all
that?
T and Shaw. Unless Alice specifically responds in common or something.
That's what I'm asking. Is she responding in common or is she responding in her language?
Well, I'm not wanting to exclude Killian, so I actually am going to make a point to just respond to her in common.
Okay, so yeah, if you do that, she won't. It wouldn't have got that far if you started responding in common. So she would just blink at you and you respond in common. She will switch to common. She says, "I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little under the weather, and it was nice seeing you. I hope you stop by the house before you leave." And she kind of grits her teeth at you, and she'll excuse herself from the table and walk out of the tavern.
Nice seeing you too. Bye, Mom.
See, you've had it rough too.
That's an understatement.
So, is your brother in town as well?
I don't know. He studied in Geffen and now he's an adventurer. He could be home.
Well, are you going to stop by your home as your mother wished, or?
She may want to keep me at home, but I don't think that she can anymore. So I might as well properly talk to her. I mean, the whole reason that I ran away in the first place is because I couldn't talk to her, but I've changed as a person.
Well, I know how it can be to deal with mothers. If you'd like, I can at least stand by you while you say your piece.
It might be nice to have a buffer if you don't mind.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys can enjoy your sushi and enjoy the rest of your meal.
I'll warn her. I will warn you though. Your brother and I do not get along. We may end up fighting.
I mean, I can't help that, really.
Okay.
But yeah, are you guys planning on staying here? Are you going tonight to your mom's house, or?
I I think that we would at least try and find out from Tay. Like, well, I guess we know Tay was like making plans with that orc, so I guess we could get a room here at the tavern. I don't necessarily want to spend the night at the house, but I at least want to see my mother before we leave.
Sure. Are you doing that tonight, or are you going to do that tomorrow morning?
I'll do that tomorrow before we leave.
All right. Everyone going to bed then?
I think so.
Do you guys, I guess the important question is, does Alice and Killian get separate rooms or one room?
Save money, get one room.
Nice.
Killian don't care. He'll sleep on the floor if he has to.
You guys go to sleep, and I need will saves.
Yeah, should have seen that coming.
Yikes.
You all fail. You guys have a hideous, unsettling, phantasmal vision in your dreams. It's like this hideous kind of creature draped in shadow. You can't really make out what it is, and it's like chasing you through your dreams, and as it catches you and like scrapes at you, you wake up, and each of you roll me 1d10 points of damage that you take as you wake, and you will all be fatigued and unable to regain arcane spells for the next 24 hours.
What a bitch.
Question. Since we know this guy was the one causing the nightmares, would we have any way to save for this during the dream, aside from the will save?
No. Not that I can tell. No, yeah, there's modifiers to the save, but it's based on other things.
I mean, I'm just saying, because sometimes while you're dreaming, you can be aware of what's going on.
Yeah, and that's what the will saves for. If you passed, you'd be able to like disrupt the dream, but you failed, so it kind of gets its claws into you, and you take your damage, and you are fatigued. And arcane casters, you cannot regain any spells for 24 hours.
Alright, what did we have to roll?
1d8, I believe.
You said 1d10.
1d10. 1d10, yeah. You wake up with these scrapes from its claws on you. And you're all fatigued. Mechanically.
That damn bastard.
Right, I guess it was to be expected, though. We did kill two of the creatures.
But other than that, you guys wake up all fine and ready for a new day. What you guys want to do?
I was thinking we would, after breakfast, we'd meet up with Tay.
Yeah, after breakfast and the unsettling experience you had the prior night, you guys can meet up in the center of the town after you've all eaten your own meals and discuss with each other.
So, have lovely dreams, Tay?
Oh, yeah.
I guess it was to be expected after what happened yesterday. Although I hardly think it's fair.
Oh yeah, you nailed your check on them, so you would know... Oh yeah, you can know it's possible that it could hit all of you with a nightmare. That's 3 a day.
I'm going to channel energy to heal everybody.
Sure. Very nice.
Well, I know we should head back to Geffen. However, I did end up seeing my mother last night, and I told her I would stop by before we leave.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Let's get it over with. I'm tired. I want to go back to town and take a nap.
All right. Well, we won't stay long. I just don't want to leave things the way that they are, if at all possible.
Okie dokie.
Before we head to there, as you were leaving, Tay, do you, the orc is kind of sad when you say you're leaving. Do you, he asks you, oh, will I see you again?
I'll tell him, like, yeah, and, like, I don't know.
When?
Well, next time you're back here.
I'm back here in maybe another week or so. I should be boarding in here again.
Alright. If he knows what day, I'll tell him I'll try to come back.
Yeah, he doesn't have, like, an exact date, but he gives you, like, the week he'll be back. And he'll let you know, maybe he'll send word to you if you're in Geffen, or I don't know if you tell him that, like, where you stay. Like, he'll just say...
Yeah, I'll tell him that I'm normally in Geffen, at the Adventurers Guild. I'll give him my name, so he can try to contact me.
Yeah, I'll send you a message if you want to ever meet up again. I would enjoy that.
Me too.
Alright, keep yourself safe. Yeah, and you guys can part ways. And yeah, you guys meet up, you do your thing, and then, yeah, are you heading to your mother's house, Alice?
Yeah.
You head over to the old family house. It looks, just as you left it. It still looks good condition. No wear and tear on the building since you've been gone. And just sitting on the front porch is your mom, just arms crossed, eyes glaring at you as you walk up. And she'll just...
Hi, Mama Kitty Cat!
Do you say that?
Yeah.
She glares at you and she says, I'll have you know, we were once high families back in Tiansha, and I will be addressed with respect, young lady.
Yes, ma'am.
That's better. She kind of looks back to you, Alice. So you actually decided to say goodbye this time. Surprising.
Well, I felt like this time you might actually listen to me when I told you what I wanted to do.
And what is it you want to do?
I want to adventure just like my siblings. I want to go around healing people just like we used to do here.
She kind of grits her teeth. You're very fortunate your brother's off helping with something. If he was here, he would keep you here. You belong in the home. We need
could try.
You don't know her brother, she glares at you. He's one of the fiercest warriors of Tiansha.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
He's a pushover.
Excuse me?
I know Ichiro well.
She kind of is a little taken aback that you know his name. Who are you?
My name is Killian.
I believe Ichiro mentioned you once or twice in passing, not good things. You're one of them half-bloods, aren't you?
Rude! Damn, woman!
And if I am?
Never heard.
He keeps your daughter safe. You might be a little nicer to him.
She would be 100% safe if she stayed home.
But she obviously isn't, so don't you want someone else at least keeping her safe if she's not going to listen to you?
Yes. And that is where I've sent Ichiro. He should be after you soon and bringing you back home.
If she does not wish to return, I will prevent him from doing so.
Ha! Like you could do such a thing.
I have once.
I heard it differently. You're a thief and a scoundrel and fought unfairly. In a fair fight, Ichiro would strike you down.
In a fight, anything is fair.
You half-bloods would say such a thing.
Okay, we can stop saying half-bloods here now.
Is it not what he
really
is?
now?
He is not a pure human or pure orc.
Tay, it's okay. I prefer her to be truthful and honest with me. If that is how she truly feels, I understand where Ichiro gets it from. Clearly, Alice is of higher class.
Of course, she's a pureblood. Pure
Oh my
tea and Shaw.
God. Can we stop?
Her blood is not muddied with that of the orc.
Jesus!
Who was
Clearly,
it?
it
Your
isn't
father?
muddied.
Did he take your mother by force? Is that your...
Good lord.
Lineage?
Alright. Like,
I don't even know my father,
Huh.
if you must know.
Typical.
Alice, I'm about to cast
Typical
magic on your mom.
orcs. Typical
Mother,
orcs.
mother, hold your tongue.
And if you must know, it's my mother who's half orc. My father was human.
She was probably ravaged. Her mother ravaged by some brutish orc. I feel sorry for you.
I feel sorry for you.
Mother, I didn't come here for you to insult my friends. And
I'm turning around and secretly lighting my fart log.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hold it behind me, and I'm gonna look at Killian and be like, hold your breath.
Killian holds his breath.
Roll me a D100, Tay. Ugh. As you light it and you're holding it, it starts to like shake in your hands and it starts to get hot to the touch. What do you do?
The fuck? I'm gonna keep trying to hold it unless it gets like it's gonna hurt or
Yeah,
burn
it
me
starts
hot.
to like burn you to the touch if you keep holding it as the fire starts to
Ugh.
crackle and it starts to like it's like pulsing out of it like a little cracker comes out once in a while.
Alright, well I'll try to casually drop it behind me.
You drop it behind you, and a few seconds later, this huge giant wall of fire surrounds all of you, and it becomes a barrier of crackling sphere of light and fire that is clearly visible, and it provides as much illumination as a torch. And yeah, you can't see like outside of it, and it's just around the three of you, and you just hear your mother like, "What are you doing with my daughter? What is going on?"
Well, that didn't go as planned.
And yeah, all of you
What?
start smelling the scent of farts.
I was just trying to gross out your mom, but I don't know what this log is doing. It's going berserk. Last time I used it to do this shit.
I'm imagining Dalek is having some fun.
I don't know what's going on here. This is crazy.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? It's just like
So,
crackling fire, and it's like basically a wall of fire has surrounded you all in like a nice sphere, and you can't see through it. No, I don't know if people can see in. But
Do you have like create water? Can you like
I
try to
do.
put this out? Can you try to put the log out? See what happens?
you cast it
tried
on
to
the
put
log.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, you generate water from your hands, and it extinguishes. The flame starts to flicker out around you and fades away.
I'll
And she-
casually tuck it back into my bag real fast.
You're like tucking in your bag, and the mom and a few other catfolk are like on their porches, like looking out.
Are upset with how you are speaking to us. Did you see this? That was because of the gods. They were protecting us.
Yeah, she's like at the edge of like where the barrier was, and she says, "Oh my God, what? Are you okay? What's happened?" And she like goes to like try to like get her hands on you to like touch you. You can like move away or allow her to.
I'll put a hand on her shoulder and I'll say, "It's okay. We're all okay."
What was this devilish magic from you? She looks at you, Tay. You travel with fiendish creatures, my daughter. She look at her. She's dancing with glee as she almost engulfed you in flame.
Killian can't help it, but he'll start laughing out loud.
Be careful. I'll put a hex on you. Oh no.
Oh my goodness, she kind of gets back. She goes back behind the porch and...
You better apologize for calling us half-bloods or I'm gonna hex you.
Oh my word! Daughter, please!
Tay.
What is this?
I look at Tay, I'm like, Tay, just stop.
Mother. These are my friends, and yes, I heal them, and
You
they
see her
protect
nose like start
me.
twitching. Oh my word! What is that stench?
I think that might be your opinions, Mother.
Alice, are you staying home or are you set on leaving?
I'm leaving again. I just wanted to say goodbye.
Ichiro will be after you. And then she kind of like storms in the house and slams the door.
Bye, bitch!
Bring him on, I guess. I'll
Yeah,
just kind of
you-
roll my eyes.
You kind of just like look around and there's like several of the cat folk in the neighboring houses just kind of like peering out their windows, and many of them have
Sup?
many of them went back in their houses, and if you like say sup anyway, they like close the curtains.
All right.
I'm chuckling in place. I'm like, well, that went well.
I guess next we should have tea with Killian's folks.
How about no?
Sounds like a party.
All right. Well, we should head back to Geffen.
Yeah.
Oh, I look forward to the conversations we'll have with Ichiro.
It is a quick ride back. You want to just give me a quick D100 to see if anything noticeable on the way back. You guys are traveling fast, so unlikely any other pitiable little creatures. You need the slash in
whoops.
there. Yeah, almost.
You forgot a slash there, buddy.
A slash there, buddy. Nice. No troubles along the road. No merchants. You see some other passerby travelers on foot, but you can just ride past them. They'll kind of just acknowledge you as you pass. You can kind of wave at them and be on your way. And you kind of rush into Geffen with your horses. There's stables in the guild hall, and you can kind of tie them up there. You can bring the scroll that the dockmaster gave you to the guild hall, and they'll set up a notice on the board for a prize for slaying this fake creature. And you can provide any info you want. And unless there's anything
Yeah,
specific
I'll
you...
give them as much detail as I know about the creature, since I got my check pretty good. I'll give them the breakdown of what it is, what it can do, etc., etc.
Yeah, and if there's anything else specific you guys want to do, if not, I'll give you guys some experience for closing out the session, and we'll call it there, unless there's anything specific you want to get up to.
The only thing that I want to check out, mainly just so I can get things organized between now and next session, and you might have to look into stuff, is I want to flip through that spell book and figure out what spells are in there.
Yeah, I'll PM it to you, and you can share that with the party if you want, or...
Okay.
Because you won't...
I mean, I don't think the party cares. It'll just be me over time when we have downtime, learning spells out of it, essentially.
Mm-hmm. There you all. You all got your experience.
Very nice.
Ooh. Level up, level up. We get to level up.
Very nice. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or need to do that, you guys can do that obviously in between sessions. We can kind of time skip the day you need to recover from that nightmare thing. It won't be on you again that night or whatever, so there's gonna be no saves. And I need to give you the list of spells in your spell book. And then I need... Okay. Just making some notes there. Excellent. Any other things we need to note for next session? Any plans or that I should prepare for? The orc camp, if everyone's available?
Yeah, I think the orc camp mostly is our plan.
Excellent. Well, if there's anything else, I'll close the stream here. Thanks for everyone who's watching. GG's, and stream is going down.